Yeah, America's Online. Speaking of America's Online, we should go visit the World Trade Center.
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time to leave.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Pirate.
Ooh, damn. Whoopsie daisy.
Whoops. Welcome to
I didn't hear anything.
Easily Offensive, the podcast where if you're easily offended, you probably shouldn't listen.
There's the fucking door.
Yep, there's the fucking door. Oh. Peek. We are back in the studio for episode 41.
Yeah, something's different this time.
What do you mean it's different?
It's quieter.
Yeah, Gavin's not like blabbing and yakking his mouth.
Yelling at everybody.
He's not all like over there speaking up with his like Red
I
Kingdom.
have so much room.
This and that.
Fucking-
Yeah, he's the one that takes up a lot of room over there.
So much room for activities.
Yeah, because he's the one that takes up all the room over there.
I could be on this side of the table and beat my mate.
You don't need a lot of room for that.
Ha, you're funny.
It's good to be back, guys.
Yeah. Back on the Easily Offensive podcast. We just got to get used to saying it like we're practicing the mirror.
Yeah, well,
You know.
that's what I did it today, all day today, actually, as I was like driving.
And you still messed
And you
up.
still messed it up?
Yeah, well, because I'm just so used to it. Intro fades away, and I'm just like, welcome to the Pirates Den. Well, that
Yep.
isn't it.
Did that for long enough, and now we'll get used to it.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Well, the sad part is that I was reading the logo there, and I was like, welcome to the put and hope. Yeah.
yeah,
It
shit.
took me a second to realize what had happened.
Yeah.
Just because I'm so used to the announcing of
Yeah.
the Pirates Den.
Right. So without Gavin here, like, are you guys gonna make a point to say stuff that like pisses me off so I can get fired up and like argue
Madonna.
with you? You don't just say Madonna.
You just don't
Gwen
just
gotta have
say
Stefani is Madonna.
You got to have incorrect context. Point at a screen and be like, "That's Madonna."
Sometimes I stuff Q-tips up my urethra to come.
That sounded weird. That
Really
sounded
weird.
I mean, like, it always sounds weird when Gavin tells us stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a couple of messages from Gavin since he's not going to be here this week.
Do we?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's got a few strong opinions that he wanted to.
Yeah.
He wanted us to make sure to
That's right.
enlighten the listeners with, in his absence, because he's away on a little vacation.
Yeah. He took a little family trip,
Yeah,
spending some
Yeah.
time with the family.
Girlfriend's family. Boyfriend's
Friends,
family?
family.
Boyfriend's
Boyfriends.
family.
Boyfriend,
super
yeah,
friends.
there we go.
They're
Oh, yeah.
super friends.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I guess that's like the Justice League.
I think they're drinking Bud Light or something. They're out there in South Dakota, going and seeing
Gavin's
Mount
like, "Hey
Rushmore."
guys, my thoughts are starting to get a little clear. Can I have another Bud Light, please?"
I'm starting to get a little straight.
You know what's funny
I'm
is
in
that
South Dakota. Went to Mount Rushmore. Wish I owned slaves like them.
Good to know, Gavin.
Yeah.
Good to know.
wow,
This is
dude.
stuff like Gavin. Like I said, Gavin's it's kind of distorted because it was over Marco Polo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the audio
yes.
quality's not that great on there. We were talking about that last
Yeah.
week. Like, it's like Snapchat live video. Live? Is it live?
The video portion
I
of
don't
Snapchat.
use Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't either because I'm not 16. But like
Gavin.
Trevor, dude.
I use Snapchat.
You Snapchat?
Yeah.
He uses everything. There's not like one
you
like
child.
real social media that he like. I mean, there's probably you don't really use Twitter, I guess.
No.
Do
I
you use
Twitter.
Truth?
Truth
I
Social.
have a Truth.
He's a
but I don't
truther.
use it.
What's your handle on Truth?
Pretty sure it's just Mr. Thriller, like
Ah.
everything else.
I think
Mine's Drink Body Armor.
Drink Body Armor. Yeah, mine's gonna be switching
I
to
don't
the.
even-
I'm gonna switch it to the podcast, but mine's Yamaha Motor Corp. Gavin's is the #1 Republican.
It is actually, and Trump is one of his followers.
Is
I
he?
just saw that,
For
yeah.
real? Dude, that would
Trump
be...
followed him.
Honestly, that would be
Um,
cool as shit.
Well, it would be.
so-
I'm fucking
I'd
jealous.
be
Yeah.
so jazzed if Trump followed me.
That's like getting Mark Zuckerberg to follow you on Facebook.
Yeah, that's not as cool.
I'm just saying, like the creator or whatever.
Dude,
you
when I
remember
was...
Fa-
hey, no, not to brag, but when I had MySpace, the owner of MySpace was friends with me.
Holy fuck, me too.
What was his name?
Whoa, me
Tom.
too.
Tom. Yeah, Tom was friends with me.
He looked like a fucking creep sitting at his computer.
Yeah,
looking
why
back
did he
at
always
ya.
have that dog shit profile picture?
So, and Mark Zuckerberg doesn't look like a creep.
He does.
He looks like a fucking android.
Yeah, like a robot.
Is
Have you seen some
uh,
of his trial shit? Like he straight up sits.
That's what I was
and
talking about,
everything
yeah.
like a fucking robot.
That's what I was talking about.
Mhm.
That's where all the references from the
Hell
android thing came
faced,
from.
buggy eyes.
Yeah,
Is Tom rich?
he sold MySpace.
He sold MySpace, and
Yeah,
I'm pretty
for
sure he fucking
millions.
retired.
Is he? He's got. How rich is he though? I'm curious. Like versus Zuckerberg, you can't even be close.
But
But
let's look it
No.
up. I don't know if we can look at
MySpace-
net worth, but
right, MySpace ruled the world for quite a while.
well, and that's because Facebook was only for college kids, right? If that's what it originally was.
Well, it just like it really just I don't know. It did, but like I mean,
Tom
MySpace is.
Anderson.
is his name Tom Anderson?
Yeah,
Oh, there's not very many of those.
60 million.
Okay, he's doing well.
Yeah, well, that's probably all he made from.
Zuckerberg's got to be in the top 5. Right?
Zuckerberg's
Like-
probably one of the richest men in the world. Yeah.
Because he sold everybody's data.
Yeah, but TikTok, yeah, 78.6 billion.
Wow. And I mean
Look
those
at that fucking haircut.
those
though. Like,
those well, they're all dorks, you know, but like these net worth things are notoriously inaccurate.
yeah.
Like like I was listening to
that's not how much money they have.
no, it's
That
not
is everything you take in, all of their
but assets. Right.
homes they own, things like that.
Sure.
So I could believe that they're somewhat accurate. People think that net worth means that's how much money they have to just
Throw
spend.
away.
in their bank account. But I was listening to I was watching a podcast the other day where they were like asking like athletes, like they're like, here's what it says your net worth is. How close is that? And
Close
most
at
of
all.
them were like, not even fucking close. Like there was a quarterback and like an old quarterback. He was like, dude, I wish. He's like, I don't have anywhere near that amount of money.
He's like, I still got a good amount of money. Just
See, like you
not
can
that
like
much.
like when we were talking about like we were guessing people's net worth like I don't know 10 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And like there's a few that you could more accurately assess because like we know like Aaron Rodgers makes $50 million a year right now.
Yeah.
Right? But he just got that like earlier in his career, not even close to that. So it's like you could kind of do the math in your head, minus 40%, 45% for taxes or whatever, and you can kind of figure out. But like these guys that are a little bit more obscure, not so much. It's like it said he was worth $80 million. He's like, dude. He's like, that would be nice, but no.
Well, what I'm saying is that that's probably $80 million with all the cars he owns, any houses they own, any investments, stock they own.
Yeah.
That's all figured in a net worth.
Yeah, but he was even saying like he didn't get the contracts where he was going out and buying cars and buying crazies. Like
Yeah.
he owns one house, maybe a vacation home. You're talking like very, very reasonable. Because like if you're worth $20 million, chances are you probably don't really buy like a $5 or $8 million vacation home.
No.
Because that's way too much of your money. Like
Yeah.
you want to stay comfortable forever is the idea.
Exactly.
So it's like a guy like that would probably have a house that's like within the same realm of like what somebody that's worth $1 million would have, but he doesn't have a mortgage. That's the only difference,
Right.
Like
shit, if I had $1 million, I'd be happy for quite a while.
Yeah, if I had $1 million, I would be dead set on making it more than $1 million. I wouldn't spend it. I wouldn't spend it like, ooh, I have $1 million. I would do my best to like try and grow that wealth.
Right.
Oh yeah, invest it.
Yeah, invest it. Well, it's like you can take that amount of money and put it in different like CDs and different bank accounts and literally live off the interest because you've got so much in the bank that you're getting paid for that money to get used, So like as long as you're smart and you don't outspend that, you can stay over $1 million pretty easily.
I would outspend it.
Yeah, I don't think
I would pull the what's his name, quarterback on Browns.
Which one? Deshaun Watson?
No,
Oh.
no, the one who fucking Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel.
I'd fucking
yeah.
Johnny Manziel it. Blow all my fucking money. Get fucking kicked on the team. Oh, nothing.
Have nothing.
Yeah, that end up in the XFL making $50,000 a year.
What was
Or
it?
I'd
The Island
Von
Boys.
Miller it and shoot somebody in the foot.
Fuck.
There was also the fucking Island Boys. They were on a podcast.
Fuck off with those.
I'm an island boy.
I
Yeah.
hate him.
I'm just trying to make it.
They were on Logan Paul's podcast, and
Hate him too.
one of their friends was asking, like, "Hey, see all your gold and all your fucking chains and shit? Like, sell it, invest it." And they got fucking pissed.
They're
They're like, "Oh, we know what we're doing with our money."
oh, and they got up and left, right?
yeah, they got up and
because
left.
they were like getting called out for being dumb,
Yep.
right, with their money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they were literally like a 15 seconds of fame, 15 minutes of fame, kind of
yeah,
like.
I haven't heard anything from them for.
Well, because nobody cares. They lose interest. Like, they had a couple videos go viral because they look insane.
Why do you think the Paul brothers do fucking UFC and boxing now? They're trying
And
to fucking stay relevant.
WWE.
Yeah, well, okay. Here's the thing with them, is like, love them or hate them, and I don't like them, but they're grinding at least. Like, they're putting it in.
Oh
Like,
no, they are. But they're,
the Island Boys just kept wanting to be the Island Boys.
yeah.
You know, like, at least the Paul brothers have like diversified into like other shit, and
I mean,
Logan Paul's podcast is insanely successful. You know, like, they've made tons of money on these fights. You know,
So my
Prime.
question is
Online.
is his podcast just like, what is his podcast about?
I have no idea.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit like ours is.
yeah,
Oh really?
pretty much.
But
Maybe
except
I'll
he
give
can
it a
have
listen.
like huge name celebrities.
Right,
on
right.
there.
He
Like,
could have.
He's had like comedians. He's had athletes. He's had all sorts of. Get whoever
I think he had
wants.
Howie Mandel on it at one
Dude,
point.
I
He had
actually want to.
Steve-O, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
I want. That's a goal. We're setting a goal right now.
Okay.
What comedian do we want to come on the show?
Anyone that's willing to.
No. If we had to decide the one,
The comedian. Tab?
the comedian to have.
Joe Rogan. Is that too obvious? Okay, let's pick something less
Okay, I would say.
obvious.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but
That's too obvious. Adam Carolla.
oh.
Again, too obvious. It's okay. Do you know who I would want? Like, hands down, Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. would be funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Louis C.K. Except he would like call us out on stuff.
Yeah, he'd just roast us the entire fucking time.
Yeah. It's like whatever we do poorly or whatever we could do better in. Like, he would tell us, and we'd be like, "We're so happy you're here, but our feelings are hurt now."
I have a sad word later.
You know, one that would be like super fun would be like, well, there's so many of them.
Right.
Theo Vaughn would be probably the best time.
Oh,
Theo
yeah.
Vaughn,
Right.
Theo Vaughn, Burt Kreischer would be like the fun guys to have. Like, they wouldn't hurt
Burt
your
Kreischer
feelings
would
at
be-
all. They would just like come in and they'd like, well, not Theo, but Burt would like want to crush drinks and just party with us. You know,
Mhm.
which would be awesome. Theo would make us laugh harder than anybody probably.
Did you know he used to actually be in a church band?
Theo?
No
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like, he was like a choir boy, right?
I.
Or something.
no, he did gospel music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he can fucking sing.
So
Really?
Yeah,
obviously my choices would be Burt Kreischer or
Uh-huh.
Tom Segura, but that's too obvious.
Tom Segura's, I don't think that would fit very well. Like,
Really?
because he's so different on a podcast than he is, like, as a comedian. And I think we wouldn't interest him. I would feel like
probably.
we would be, like, boring to him.
Yeah.
You know,
John Mulaney.
that guy's hilarious. I love that guy.
I think he'd be fun.
I think
I don't think I
I
know
guess
who
I
John
guess I
Mulaney
think
is.
Theo would make the most sense. Like, the guy that's like, I hold Louis C.K. in the highest regard. So it's like, don't meet your heroes, right? But then
Right.
Chris D'Elia right now is like my favorite comedian ever, and I think he's like so funny on podcasts.
What about someone like Jeff Dunham?
Yeah, I wouldn't be interested in him.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
He'd want the puppets.
Jeff Dunham is like I'd be like, oh, I'd have to just ask him about his success and stuff. Like, I couldn't be like, oh, that one thing you did was so Awesome.
He's actually got a pretty cool.
Well, how
car
about
collection,
Gabriel Iglesias?
he would be a delight.
too. It'd be so hot
Yeah.
up here.
We'd put him next to Trevor and see how packed that other room would be.
It'd just be a wall of tits.
Instead of 100 dicks on the wall, it's just a wall of carrots.
But yeah, there'd be a ton of good choices, but there'd also be a ton of bad ones. No matter like who they are and like how
Right.
much we respect them and love them.
How would they mesh with us?
Yeah, and that's tough. That would be really tough. You'd have to really think that through. Like instantly, I'm like Tom Segura. No. I'd be so intimidated and like he's too successful.
I think Bert
yeah,
Kreischer though he would be.
He wouldn't think anything of it. Where like, have you seen Tom Segura's like new bit? Like not new bit, like a comedic bit, but like it's kind of a podcast bit where he talks about the pores.
No.
Like his whole thing right now is like if you use a washcloth, like a wash rag in the shower, he's like that's what poor pieces of shit do.
I was thinking when you said pores and like skin pores.
No, the pores,
poor
like
people.
us, poor
Like us.
people like us.
Like us.
We're like, like
Well, Tom, what do you do?
uses like a real loofah.
A fucking.
What
Loofahs
do
are
you-
like
what-
a dollar.
what do
Yeah,
you
it's
use?
like I use a loofah.
I use a loofah.
Me too. Do you know what for years though?
But I also have a wash rag I bring in there with me too.
Okay, yeah, you're a poor.
You're a
Well,
poor-
that's
And
fine.
you would talk about like what.
But are you gonna wipe
your?
Are you gonna wipe your ass with your own loofah and then wipe your face with it?
100%?
Yeah, well, that's
I
why
don't-
you get pink eye. And that's
I
probably
don't
why.
get pink eye.
You know what? That's probably that fucking skin condition you had in your fucking nose.
Do you know what the funny thing is though? I always wash my face, but I actually don't wash my face with the loofah.
Neither do I.
No, I don't do that. I wash my whole body, then I wash my ass, then I hang it up, and it resets for the next day, and then it just starts over.
It just resets.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
How
I
does
do.
it reset?
It just does. The
It just
next day
does
it's
it.
fine. It's like you dry your ass with a towel. Do you like immediately put that towel in laundry?
Yes.
Nope.
Are you serious?
I
I
will
use
only
a
use-
towel once.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, dude, I use a towel like 10 times.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
I just throw it on the back of my door.
Yep. I've got a little hanger. I
Mhm.
hang it. It
Yep.
dries the next day. Reuse.
See, this is
I
what I
re-
do. Dry myself off, and that towel becomes the floor towel to
Suck up the water.
so
Wait,
water.
you don't have
That's
you
what
don't
I
have bath mats?
mats for.
So, my thing about bath mats is it stays there, right?
Yeah.
And it just soaks up all the water and gets
Uh-huh.
nasty and mildewy and nasty.
No, it soaks up the water,
You
then it
clean
resets
it.
for the next day.
That's not how it works. Just resets.
It dries out.
It's fine.
I
You use
don't
them,
know
and then
how
you use them a million
resets.
times until they look like absolute shit.
And then you clean it.
Then
and
you
it's better.
then you wash them a few times, and they progressively
No.
look worse and worse and worse. I wash them in the clothes
Do you
washer.
reuse your toilet paper too?
No,
Or just
no,
your
that
fingers?
I've thought about it. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. But
when it was that COVID.
but the laundry, like I look at it as like wasteful to add that much laundry. You know what I mean? Like I do laundry once a week on Sundays.
You don't have a baby.
No, I don't.
So
Do you wash the baby in the washer?
no, but to fucking have to do laundry like
How much
Twice a
laundry
week,
could he
twice a week.
possibly produce?
it depends how much he shits. And how
His clothes are this big.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Have
don't
you
get
ever
it.
So, Trevor, have you ever had one of your kids shit up their back? And
Yeah.
it came out the top of their onesie and got
onto the back of their head.
on the back of their head.
Do you know what? If that happened, I'd throw the whole kid away.
No, no,
this
no.
one's gross.
No, you just clean them and set them there, and then they reset.
And then they reset. Yeah. Except I'm not talking about. You're like it's like a half reset. Then you wash the towel, full reset. Then you're good for another 2 weeks or whatever.
So it's not all the time that I'll use a towel once. I'll
Okay.
use it sometimes. Use a towel 2 times or 3 times, but generally, what I do is I put it on the ground
Yeah.
to be the ground towel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and because I have bath mats, but I put it over the bath mat too.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I can't stand. I don't know if you're one of the people that when you're in the shower you dry off almost completely and then get out of the shower.
No.
That's how I am.
Nope, me. I'm just.
I'll
like,
bring my towel in with me. I'll dry off in the shower and then step out.
Yeah, no. I turn the water off, open it up, shake like a dog because I'm so fucking hairy, and then step out.
I only do that if it's like cold. If it's cold, then I'll like towel off in there. But generally, I shut the door and I turn on like the fart fan, and then I dry off in the bathroom before I open the door and let the Arctic freezing cold air
no,
in.
see, there's me. I will step out of the shower, still wet, towel off just enough that I'm not like dripping wet, and then crack the door and just let that chill come in.
It's just because your bathroom is so small.
Yeah.
So
if you
I
take a
love
hot
the feeling.
shower-
I love the feeling of getting out a really hot shower and having just cold air go. Whoo.
Not me. No, I need to go in
fucking love
gradually.
it.
I need to go in gradually.
And then what I also do is when I rinse off all the soap and stuff, I will turn it to cold water. I will
Really?
rinse off in cold water.
Okay. No, I respect that because there's like actually like health benefits to that.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I was told it like closes your pores back up.
Yep.
Yeah, there's that, but that's whatever.
I was told that when I was like 15.
Yeah,
and I've
they tell
done it ever
you
since.
when you're done with your shower to at least sit in the shower for at least 30 seconds with cold water to allow your pores
And I'm not
to close
talking
back
like
up.
I'm not like talking like just sort of cold. I'll be all the way on hot and I will crank that all the way to the cold.
Every
and it is
time?
ice.
Every time?
Yep, every time.
Really? That's cool. I respect that. I've actually been thinking about doing that fucking trendy thing that like all these like health dudes do. Like these health workout dudes, and they have like a cold tub that they keep outside.
Oh, the ice bath thing.
Oh, that's
But-
too cold.
But it's so good for you. So good for you.
Because
But
you sit in it for like 5 to 10 minutes.
no,
right?
not that long. No.
Oh,
no.
really?
You're talking 2 or 3 minutes at a time.
Oh.
And like they say the optimal
what's the
amount of
point
time.
of it?
Well, so like it releases cold shock proteins, which is like really good for like muscle recovery.
Oh,
It's
okay,
good
so-
for stress and anxiety. It's more for your mental
Well,
health.
that's
really.
why. Isn't that why athletes go and
Yeah. If they didn't
do that in the training facility? They'll-
if athletes
bath.
like football players in particular didn't like ice bath after training and after games and stuff like that, they would be obliterated.
okay, that makes sense. Actually.
Yeah, it's really good, and it like getting lactic acid out, and there's a whole bunch of stuff behind it that I don't know, but it's really good for you. It's just tough to get yourself to do it.
I gotcha.
And because you're talking like it's got to be, they say even in just the 40-degree range is fine,
Right.
but below 40 degrees you're
So back to the showers. Do you guys brush your teeth in shower?
I used to. I used to make that a habit. Now I just don't. Now I just do it at the sink.
I do it in the shower.
Every time I shower, I brush my teeth. Even if I brush my teeth like 20 minutes before my shower, brush them again. Just
You know
'cause
what? I think
that's
I'm
part of my routine just to start.
I think
Why-
I'm gonna start doing that again because like then like you don't get like all that gunk in the sink and like all that bullshit. Like
just
I'm
goes down the
big
drain.
on like
just like when you piss in the shower. And
yeah. I keep a like Comet in the fucking bathroom and I'll like shake it into the bathroom sink and I've got like a little scrubby brush. I'll scrub it that fucking constantly,
Just to keep
dude.
it clean.
I can't stand like
dirty sinks.
I can't stand filth, period. But like especially in the bathroom, it's disgusting. You know, I keep like a
can live with
little
that.
like bathroom cleaner, like bleach thing. I'll spray down the toilet, wipe it. You know, like it's just, and it's like embarrassing. Like you ever go to somebody's house like has like that fucking rust ring at the bottom of their toilet?
Me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I always go if I
Rust
go
ring.
into a house like that.
It's not really a rust ring. It's like a shit ring.
It's not shit though. It's bacteria buildup.
Yeah.
And like
I've
there's
sat
that-
bottom
there.
like on the ground.
it's like we're
No.
at the water level, like that ring around
in
the
the
toilet.
bowl itself.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is fucking gross.
Yeah, so every time you ever go to somebody's house and
But
like
to
look
be
down and
fair-
see that, and then go like, "Oh, what a piece of shit."
To be fair, mine was done prior to me moving in, and I've tried to get that shit out.
Yeah.
Pumice stone.
Huh?
Pumice stone.
Pumice stone?
Yeah,
I'll have
or
to do
put
that.
bleach in there.
I have.
Bleach don't work.
I
No?
have.
You pumice
I've done
stone and
bleach.
scrub
I've done
it.
the fucking
Do you-
toilet cleaning shit.
Do you guys put the little
Blue
medallions of cleaner into the
tank.
tank?
No, I have the one that like hooks on.
Oh yeah.
Hooks on the bowl.
I always put the one in there, but then you got to get in there and like stir it up and like all that. You know what I just realized?
That's
This is so fucking boring, dude. Who cares about any of this shit at all? Nobody.
We were getting
we're
into it.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I like seeing like what you guys are talking about, or like what you guys like do habitually and stuff, but nobody else gives a fuck. So I just
Okay, well, let's move topics. Trevor, you're starting a new job.
yeah, Trevor's starting a pretty. I find it fascinating, honestly, because
I'm
like
excited for it.
I don't
I'm
find
glad.
it fascinating. I find it hard labor, and that I'm glad I don't do that.
Yeah,
shit
he's got a
anymore.
crane. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be tougher than you think, though. I think.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Lots
definitely
of
not
sweat.
going to be a cakewalk.
So like, if you died on the job, will they just like kick you in the hole and just
Probably.
be done with you?
They're like,
And they're like, oh,
It's
fuck.
already dug.
This is an insurance claim. Just kick you in there on top of the other one.
Actually, I don't think
File
they
a
would.
missing
They would kick me in and be
persons.
like, "Fuck, we need to dig like 2 more feet down."
and 4 more.
I land on my head.
So Trevor, why don't you
I
tell?
don't know what I was talking about.
Why don't you tell us
Ow.
what you're doing exactly? We've alluded to it last week and this week, but tell everybody like what you're.
Well, I mean, as of last week, I didn't know whether or not. So I had gotten an interview at this place here in Idaho Falls to install headstones and like lower people into the ground. As of Monday, I did get the job, and I quit my job of 8 years working for CenturyLink.
Which is an internet provider.
Fucking happy. Yeah, it's an internet provider.
That's
Most people
that is
know
a that's a worldwide internet provider. Well,
Oh, is
at
it
least
not
United
net-
States.
they
Oh,
handle
okay.
14 states in the United States.
Okay, yeah. So if anybody's in the 15th state, then now you
Mhm.
know. It's like Comcast.
Yeah, essentially just shittier internet.
Yeah, is Comcast good?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, honestly, out of all internet providers, all of them fucking suck.
it should say CenturyLink, shitty internet by shitty people.
Shit.
Just
so anyway,
shit.
you're installing headstones.
Yeah.
You had told us that at first, which I was like, cool. Like that's wild. Like I obviously people have to do it,
Mm.
but then you told us that you would actually be lowering caskets into the ground.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy.
So I'll get there and I'll set up the metal like bracket
Uh huh.
that lowers the people in the ground.
Yeah.
And then I also set up like the green that's by the casket
Yeah,
as well.
they've got like a little putting green that they
Yeah.
put on it. Yeah.
and and then some
I
chairs.
mean, it pretty much is.
Some chairs, and then it depends on how
The
many
chairs
people
with
it
the
is.
blue shit they put on it
Yep.
for whatever reason. I always wondered why it was blue.
It's just part of the funeral.
Because
home.
everybody's feeling down.
Everybody's so sad.
And then they put that awning thing up. Are you going to put the awning thing up? Like the little.
If there's enough people.
Okay. I thought that was just like a go to. Like they just do that.
So you're just
Bare
pretty
minimum.
much setting up the whole funeral service.
Pretty
So
much.
you're
the
you're
graveside
gonna
portion, yes.
see, because I was under the impression that the funeral home does that. They do everything, and then you show up. Like I've seen a lot of graves sit for like months without
A headstone.
a headstone. So I figured you just show up, like you got a list, and you're like, oh, this one doesn't have one, this one doesn't have one. And you go and do it like, days or even weeks after the fact.
Headstones, yes. So I'm not doing the headstone and the funeral service at the same time.
Can you imagine? He's like all pulling it out of the truck as they're still standing. Plop. He's like, oh, this one's fucking heavy. Hey, Grandma, get over here. I need a hand.
I need a hand.
And,
This
Yeah.
is your loved one I'm helping here.
yeah,
or
it was
he
like-
looks at the dates and he's like, oh man,
Oh, fuck.
13. That's wild. That must have really bummed you guys out.
What was it? A car crash?
What was it, a car crash? Or did they have a disease?
Did COVID get him?
You're like, did COVID get this pussy?
Oh, 13. That must have really bummed me. Sorry. I was stuck on that one. That must have really bummed you
He's
out.
all looking at the dates, like judging it. Oh, man.
Was it a school shooting?
Oh my God. Wow.
Anyways.
You're like, I always love a good story behind it.
It's like I'm Googling their name to
Yeah.
find out how they died.
And then you like hear like heart attack. That's boring. Like,
That's going to be me someday.
yeah,
boring.
that's gonna be me someday. Oh man. Yeah. So you're a lot more in depth than
Just
we
setting-
previously thought. So you're going to be doing that a lot. So you'll do like the whole graveside service thing and then do the headstone later?
Depends on the. So there's like a little thing that I have to follow, and it just depends. If they have a full headstone, then yes. Most of the time, it'll just be like a concrete pad that I'll just put in the ground,
Right.
and that would get done that day.
Right. Okay.
But if it's a headstone, it might take a little bit.
yeah.
Haven't they gotten away from using like out of the ground sticking up headstones?
I think it just depends on what you pay
It,
for.
yeah, it depends
Oh,
on what you
really?
pay for.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
place that I work for,
Then again,
They
that's just the pores
engrave-
talking. I guess.
The pores, yeah. Like you're getting cheap shit
like
from us.
they have stuff that's made out of marble. Like they engrave it. Like
Yeah.
So there was actually a story when my grandma had passed away.
Uh-huh.
Well, my grandpa. The only place that would actually engrave what they wanted, my grandma wanted to.
Well, it could be
Make
your
it.
grandma or your grandpa, depending on if they drank Bud Light, right?
She wanted to do the design herself, and the
Uh-huh.
only place between Utah and Idaho that would do it was here in Idaho Falls. So my grandma and grandpa's headstone is actually done by the company I'm working for. I'm
Oh,
like,
cool.
wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I mean, I imagine they're probably, you live in an area long enough, they're going to have done quite a few of the people that you know. You know?
Well, this is down in Lehigh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they-
crazy. Yeah.
They
so
came
like
all the way up here, commissioned them. They did the work and then took the headstone
before they
down
died,
to
right?
yeah. And then well,
No,
my grandpa
No, it was
had passed
after
away.
they died.
My grandpa passed away in '91.
Okay.
So, and then my grandma just recently passed away 4 years or so ago.
Okay.
So they just updated the date for my grandma.
So do they go
Gotcha.
out there and engrave it while it's placed?
If it
If
was
they're after-
already done, yes.
Well, like your grandpa died in 91. It's been there for quite some time. Then they go out there and finish it.
Yeah.
Like just on the spot.
Yeah.
They don't pick it up and take it back to the shop. And
No.
okay.
No, they just put like, so my grandma, 2015 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they just 2015.
Okay.
It depends on like,
Yeah. Can you imagine if can you imagine picture this? Like they get there and they're like they like go and they engrave it, right? Like they're like, okay, we got to go finish this one up, and he's sitting there. He finishes it up. He's like, all right, man, I'm ready to go. And he's like, all right, cool. You put that 2016 in on there, and he's like, 2016.
Oh fuck!
Like,
my dyslexia is going to kick in.
they're like, shit. They were like, I was wondering why we were putting a different year than what it is right now. Like, like they look and they're like, oh fuck, I forgot.
2061.
It's like January, and they're like, shit, I always do this. Like, when you write your name and you date a paper, and then like you put 22,
Oh, you're like fuck. It's 23rd.
and it's 23rd, and he just does it on his stone. He's like, God damn it.
Hopefully they don't notice.
He scratches it out and then puts it next to it.
You just cut it out.
But back to what you were saying, Zach, like about like whether they do the big tall ones or like how elaborate it can get. Like, and I said it like all just depends on like what you're willing to pay for. Have you guys seen? This popped up on my TikTok a few times recently. People will like go and explore the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. You
No.
familiar?
I
That's
haven't.
like
Wait, is
this-
it like the dude that's like ghost hunting there?
There's so many of those fucking people now. It's not even like. But if you look up like Hollywood Forever Cemetery and like some of the celebrity graves there, it is fucking wild. How
Like-
big and elaborate some of
Like
these
houses for headstones,
are.
pretty
Dude,
much.
you're talking like entire properties for one grave.
Jeez.
Look up a couple of them. I bet
Fucking.
like you're talking like. Yeah,
There's
this
monuments.
is some stuff
Yeah.
that I wanted to get into.
There's monuments that I'll do. That
Yeah, 100%. But it's like this is some of we were going to get into like cemeteries in general because I wanted to talk about how weird this is. But just how much space this takes up
Oh yeah.
and the cost.
Like this one?
That one
The cemetery.
that one ain't shit. Pretty cool. Who is that?
Oh, some guitar dude.
Some guitar dude. I bet he was really good at playing it.
Johnny Ramone.
I have no clue who that is.
Was he part of the Ramones? Well, obviously they knew Rob Zombie because the Rob
Oh,
Zombie
yeah, look at
quote
these. These
was
are
on it.
fucking
That's
massive.
pretty. You
Oh yeah, there's a bench and everything.
people coming like to visit you and they like fart on it.
Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock.
That's a pretty basic. Well, then again, he died in.
forever ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I wanted
Well, I
to
can see
get
that. Like,
see
Yeah,
that
see,
one.
a lot of the ones are going to be like that.
See,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, there's some plain ones like this. You could tell
Yeah.
like these people didn't have an ego, but like if you get to like
Oh, wait, they have Chris Cornell's on here. Oh, wait, it would have. I'm just looking at the.
I'm not gonna extend it because if I do, it's gonna
Yeah, it's going to fuck
up our
everything up.
thing. But yeah, I could imagine like
Yeah.
the Kardashians would have when one of them died. There's gonna be
There's
like a fucking
some-
mansion.
they're
on the fucking,
straight up, yeah, huge. Like they're so big and so elaborate to the point that you don't even actually know where the body is. Like they're like,
Or,
fuck.
or it was cremated, and it's a little urn
Yeah.
just sitting there.
well, no, it's typically like under everything, still, or it's like a building, a structure, and
Like what the Egyptians did.
yeah, but like there's so much granite and stonework and all this stuff, and like there's a
The body
front
could be
part
anywhere
and a
in
back. Like you have no clue where it is. You know,
Right.
it's crazy, and it like to the point where it's like they must pay like a tax, like a property tax on it or something,
Yeah.
or they straight up
I
pay like just millions of dollars for it. Because
wonder how that would work.
they're like, oh, the dead guy missed his rent payment, so
We got to go repo the
Right,
freaking
yeah.
headstone.
Dude, could you imagine being a repo of headstone? Like you go there and the family sit there like, no, I promise we're gonna pay. It's like, nope, fucking taking it out. Fuck Bob down there.
you're like, you actually missed your payment. You show up with the backhoe.
Just dig him out of the ground.
They're like, where are you taking him? You're like, well, to the
The
mass grave over there. And it's like, what do you do there? And like, you just kick it out into a big pit.
That's where the pores are at.
That's where the pores are at. Yeah. But that was kind of like what I kind of wanted to get into, because I find your new job fascinating by how creepy it is.
Honestly, compared to my old job, I think it's going to be a lot more fun.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be more.
I'll lose weight, but I'll be
funerals
active.
as these
are creepy.
they are creepy. And picture this: like people are there. Trevor set up the whole thing. They're doing the funeral, but like at this point, he's done hundreds of them, so he's like kind of detached from it and like uninterested. So he's just sitting there, like on the tailgate of the truck, watching TikToks. He doesn't even have his sound down or anything. He's just like, he fell.
Fucking laughing
Oh,
like
that's
Homer.
it.
Oh, that coffin fell in the ground.
Yeah, what I always wanted to know too, like they have like those straps that go across the metal thing to lower it in. How they get those out from under it?
I don't know, but I'll find out and tell you.
I always wondered if they just pulled really hard,
So I've watched a couple of
Flip-
videos.
flip it on its side. They're
the
like, gosh,
fucking casket.
they fall out, and they're like, oh fuck, not
Cover it
again.
up. Just cover it up.
I've watched a couple of videos on TikTok on how they do headstones. I haven't seen like them lowering the caskets.
Yeah,
But all they do, as far as the headstones go, they put 2 sticks underneath the headstone, pull the straps out, and
Yeah.
then take a crowbar, pull one stick out, and then the crowbar on the other side, and just let it plop down.
yeah. So that one seems simple enough. A casket though, that's like,
It's got a dead person inside of it.
yeah. Have you guys ever been a pallbearer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's always
Like you go from the viewing, seeing your relative, they close it, and
Yeah.
then you grab the casket and
Yeah.
start walking it to the graveside.
I hated
Yeah.
it. I hated every second of being a pallbearer because in the back of my mind I was like, so if we fall, his body's gonna roll out.
They're gonna give me a hug
Yeah.
from the from the
Well,
other side.
and I did it like when I was really young. Right, I was 14.
That's how old I was.
And it was my grandpa, and they were like, okay, and it was me and Dylan and our 2 cousins that are our age, and then our 2 uncles. So you got 4 scrawny little dipshit kids, right? And then two grown men. And so they're like, okay, we're gonna pull it out, and like these 2, like Dylan and Tyler were on one side, uncles were in the middle, and then me and Cody are on one side. And me and Cody got Grandpa's top half, right? Which, holy shit, was so much heavier than I expected. Like, we get the front half, like the top half, and we're like, holy fuck.
It's all dead weight.
Yeah, literally.
Well,
And like,
it's not-
we're like,
the
with
the
both-
body's not what's heavy.
Yeah. Well, no.
no.
It. So here's the interesting thing. My dad built that casket.
Did he?
Yeah, my dad built it from scratch. was weird. So the day that my grandpa died, they were in the hospital. My dad called me at home. He was like, "Hey, I need you to go out and start cleaning the garage." I was like, "Okay, sure." He was like, "Yeah, I gotta build something." And you know what's weird? I kind of knew, like, what he was gonna do. Like, I kind of knew because my dad's a carpenter by trade.
Right.
And I was like, all right. And so I go out and I start cleaning it. And then they come home and they tell us Grandpa had passed, right? And my dad built this casket, and it was beautiful. Like, it was awesome. Like, he did such a good job.
And that's even better than going out and picking the perfect casket.
Right.
The fact he built it for his dad.
Yeah, he built it. And my grandpa always joked, "Oh, Eric, you'll build me a box, right?" You know, and he fucking did.
fucking did.
And, like, he used really nice wood and everything. And,
It'd be way cheaper than getting it at the funeral home.
sure, and it was materials we already had. Here's the thing, though. You walk out of your house, walk over to the driveway, right? Garage doors open. And you look over, and there's a casket right there. And it was like, fuck, that's pretty weird, right?
That's good.
Well, and then they,
just like floating around the house.
my mom and my aunts like made the pillows and the lining for it and everything. And then it's like sitting there and they like open it. And I think we put one of my uncles in it to like test it.
Nope.
Like just to like, oh man, it was so wild. But then like we made like me and Dylan made a plaque for it at the top.
Oh, nice.
We routed in some stuff and so anyway, but there's like very strict limitations on the width because of the concrete box that they put it in, right? So like most caskets will have the handles that are on hinges, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't have hinges, so he just built the wood, you know. So they were limited on
Railing.
space from the. So me and my cousins and Dylan and my uncles were grabbing this handle, but it's really limited space, even with our
Tiny hands.
tiny hands, and we're holding it with both hands, like holy fuck, you know. And then they tell us get all the way across the, you know, the lowering thing, get all the way across it, and then set it down, right? And we're like, okay, cool. So we grab it and we're walking, and they like kind of put some distance between the hearse and the gravesite. So we're walking, we're like, holy shit, right? And so we get over to as soon as our part, mine and Cody's, as soon as our part crosses over the lowering thing, Cody just fucking drops it, dude. Just, I mean, not like
But
3 feet.
yeah.
He just puts it down and just goof. And I'm hanging on to him like shit. And and then my uncle, his dad, is like, Cody, you fucking, you pick it up and take it over there. Like he's got to get up pissy with him at his dad's funeral. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. It like made it so much more fun. God.
So I'm with you on
Okay.
the idea of funerals.
Okay.
I think they're creepy, and just the idea of putting a body in the ground.
Yeah.
It just creeps me out.
Especially, it's not just the ground, but it's a concrete box you're putting them into.
Yeah. It's so unnatural what we
Yeah.
do. The traditional. So like back in the, let's say, 1,000 years ago, when they had to, somebody died, you had to do something with it, right? All
Yeah.
you could do was put them in the ground. But
Put 'em in
they,
the ground or burn them.
yeah, and put them in the ground, get rid of. You had to do something with the body, right? So I get that.
Burning
Now
flesh.
things are different, but now we put a concrete box in the ground. We put a box inside that box, and we put fluid. We put fluid in the person to make them stay the way that they are for as long as possible,
Yeah.
which is so weird. If it's like a murder and they feel like they could eventually go back and figure some stuff out, you know,
Okay,
that they
maybe.
maybe. But every person, why? You know, why? You're supposed to go into the earth and decompose and
Yep.
become one with the earth again, right? You go back to where you came from, basically. And the whole idea of just getting put into a box with a bunch of fluid in your body so that you stay looking kind of the same. By the way, and then they do makeup and shit on you so you look good for a day. And they don't look good, by the way.
They look dead.
They look dead, yeah. And it's just weird. Like, I honestly, like, I think at this... Oh, and then the biggest point. You take this piece of earth and you render it completely useless for all of
Nothing
time.
else. Yep.
Like it just this spot's for this dead body forever, so his family can check on him for 20 years and then forget about it. Like maybe 40 or 50 if you're lucky.
Yeah, the grandkids aren't going to go check on him.
Not really. It's like
or great grandkids.
yeah.
I visit my grandpa's grave probably every, and it's bad to say because it's not far away, but every few years,
Yeah,
I'll go and
like-
stop and say hi.
Yeah, my
don't
grandpa,
remember the
my
last
same
time.
grandpa. This was 2005 that he died. I've been there 2 or 3 times. Every single one of those was after I turned 25.
Yeah, it's
It just like they're not there. It's all symbolic.
Yeah.
It's like I get religious purposes and all that stuff, but the fact is, we're running out of space. The Earth is not
infinite.
infinite. It's actually quite small by solar system standards.
Yeah,
So it's going to keep happening for a
That's
long,
why
long
they
time.
want to go to Mars.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't
More
get me-
burial
You're not
plots.
out of
More
you're not out of the job in the next 2 or 3 years, Trevor. That's for sure. But they got to figure out some other shit.
I mean,
Which we
he could
already
probably-
have.
If he wanted to, he could probably work until he retires at it. It's not
Yeah.
going to fill up that quick.
No.
But eventually,
Not
It's,
retire.
it's gonna
Die.
you know what I'm saying is the job will last that long.
Yeah, it will, because there's
my
going to be
lifetime at least.
there's going to be people doing that. But like I think the cremation rate in Japan is like 98% or 95% or something. The UK it's like 75%. America it's like the majority of people are getting put in boxes.
See, me personally, I'd rather be cremated.
Yeah, me too.
That's same here.
100%. 100%. The only thing I want them to save is my balls.
Why your balls?
I don't know. Put them in a jar or something. It'd be funny.
Just I can only imagine like a grandkid or like a nephew or niece or something. Like, what's that? Oh, that's Uncle Blake's balls.
Yeah. He just
They weren't,
wanted to
they weren't as
show
big as he
them
thought
to
he
you.
were. They-
He just wanted to show them to you. I liked Chris D'Elia's idea on it. He said, take me to the front door, open the front door, throw me out as far as you can, and however I land, just fucking leave me there. Can you imagine you're all turned around on yourself, like looking back at
Your arms
the
broken
door
and
and like
twisted up.
and you just mow the grass around it.
You decompose right there.
The sprinkler system comes on. Like just
Oh,
dogs are all
could you
like
imagine
chewing
the
on you and
smell?
shit. Oh my god. The
Oh.
thing is, the smell would only be bad for like, what do you think?
A decomposing body
It would
will.
be decomposed so fast outdoors.
Yeah.
Outdoors and
I bet
animals
it'd
eating
smell like shit for like
a week.
no, way longer than that. But
I would say at
Okay, you're
least a
saying,
uh,
couple of months.
No animals.
animals will pick at it. But it's not like, I'm gonna say a few months at least. It's gonna be pretty overpowering.
I mean, I could
Like
see
think
it
about like a
being
dead
eaten.
cow down the road or something. Like that can stink for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I think
Speaking
6
of-
months you're in the clear.
Since we're on the topic, you told me about this, but most cemeteries all face the same way.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. There's a religious
They face the
I
same
think
way
it's-
that temples do.
west to east.
Yeah, it's so if they when the bodies, because when Jesus comes back, he's gonna come from
Heaven.
fucking whatever. What side is he supposed to come from? So he's supposed to come from this horizon, right?
West.
I think it's west.
I was
Really?
like, I don't know. I honestly
It's either
can't
west
remember.
or east.
I was born
Well,
and raised Mormon, but
it
I
would
can't fucking
it would make
remember all the
sense that
shit.
he like shows up in the west because like the United States is where God pays attention.
You're not wrong. But anyway, so
Not counting
the
Mexico.
way it is so when the bodies rise out of the grave, they will be facing Jesus.
Oh, so it's east to west.
Yep.
Well, because if you think about it, think about the
Or
temple.
what-
think
or
about
what-
the
what-
temple in Rexburg. Faces west.
Yep. Okay, that'll make
Yeah.
sense. Yep. So all cemeteries, not all, because there's that one you were telling me in Arco.
Yeah, it's one of the only ones in the country.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, one of the only ones, and I think it was just because of the land that they had available or something. But it's one of the only cemeteries in the country that faces a different direction.
So
And I'm pretty sure it faces north to south.
so speaking of cemeteries, when I was in the oil field and we were working in North Dakota, we were working on the reservation. Well, we were fracking in this one spot here. 2 miles down the road was a cemetery. And it was rumored that where we were fracking at was an old Indian burial ground.
Ooh.
And I shit you not, anything that could go wrong. Oh, I almost killed a guy on that exact pad.
Oh shit! An Indian?
Well, no, like one of our workers. Like I didn't almost intentionally kill him. I was running the frac pumps, and it I was just doing what I was doing, and one of the pumps exploded. One of the lines on it, and he was walking across it.
Oh shit!
It threw him like 8 feet, and he broke his ankle. He's still going through surgeries through that. That was
damn
6 years ago now, and he's still going through surgeries to try and get it.
I can believe
He's
it.
laying there holding his ankle like, why couldn't it have been the fucking ginger?
Well, but Ginger was the one running the pumps.
Right. He's like, of course it was the fucking
But
ginger.
yeah, it explodes. Like everything that could go wrong, we sanded off one of the wells, which means we were pumping the frac sand down. It just clogged. Pressure spiked. We had to stop. Nothing to do. That well is dead. Any money that could have been made from that, gone.
Really? Just like that?
Yep.
That's wild.
Because we sanded it off, and it's like putting concrete in it.
That's crazy. You couldn't just move like 8 feet over and like punch the same thing?
No, because they run like metal shit down into it, like casing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if you frac, and I'm sure there's like environmental laws that says you can't fucking drill too many fucking holes in one
I'm
spot.
sure that
Like I've never seen wells like this close together.
Yeah.
They're all about like 30 feet apart.
Right.
But anything that could go wrong, our blend or one of our pieces of equipment that's like a couple $1 million equipment broke.
Gone.
Fire. Set on fire.
Oh shit! So unable to come back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, had to go back to Cheyenne from North Dakota and get an engine rebuild on it. But anything that can go wrong, and we're like, maybe we are in a fucking Indian burial ground. Like, fuck.
do you guys ever see, on the topic of graveyards and stuff, so the cemetery in Afghanistan, I want to say, it's like the largest known cemetery in the world. It's got like 5 million graves.
5 million?
Yeah, dude, look that up real quick. That shit is
Yeah.
wild.
Should I just look up largest grave site?
Largest cemetery in the world. Yeah, look at this
Iraq.
shit, dude.
Oh. Is that all?
Is there a video? Is there like a short video?
Just go to videos.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I gotta go to YouTube.
Well, I do, because it's the way the fucking podcast is set up.
Oh, gotcha.
Like the recording software. Boop. Sure, good enough. Good enough for me. Wait, that is all? Oh, no.
Yeah, 5
Dude,
million.
they're like this close together.
Jesus.
Dude, these bodies are like...
So the
Yo, they're just right next to each
the
other.
thing
one
about
after
that
the
is
other
like
after the-
that would be, you would have to take everything in by hand. You
Well,
wouldn't
yeah.
you wouldn't have a truck, nothing.
Well, and I'm sure they just build it out. Like
Yeah.
the oldest parts in the middle, and they just go out and out and out.
Yeah.
Look how crazy some of them are, though.
Does-
See, like
is that
some.
dude like, is that like a rose shop or something? Oh, is that the body?
Yeah. See, this is what I'm
No
talking
fucking
about.
way.
No box, no nothing. Just throw them in the ground.
He's just going to compose like a normal person.
Yeah. Nothing weird about it. He
صارت
go,
بعد سقوط الموصل.
And if that's how they do it, then
yeah. Isn't that insane? How big that is?
eventually, if they stop burying people there, it'll eventually be usable for
Right.
something.
Yeah. In the future, when whoever stops.
Well, yeah,
caring.
because especially where they're not putting them in a box and everything.
Yeah, they're just gonna
Bones are gonna
decompose.
decay.
Even
Yeah.
if they were in a box, just a wood box.
And
Even
yeah,
they
the-
still got
the-
a bunch of big concrete things, but did you guys know that the Mercedes Superdome in New Orleans, when that was built, the ground it was built on was a large cemetery in New Orleans, and they relocated 20,000 graves
Holy shit.
You're kidding.
to use that site. Well, it's known as the most haunted sports stadium probably in the world.
Well, no fucking shit. You just moved
Yeah.
a fucking.
They're literally like, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a fact that they.
I mean,
they
I don't believe in the supernatural oopy spooky thing, but there's something about.
there's something about like feelings left behind or like disturbing something, you know. But it's like at a certain point, it's like, hasn't somebody died on the earth most everywhere?
Yeah.
You know,
Someone died in this house.
for real.
Yeah.
Oh man, do you
This-
beat off to that
Sometimes.
sometimes in this room?
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm not joking.
Oh fuck! I was like, who left somebody?
No,
up
I
here?
actually-
That's why
gotta-
there's a concrete
Can
barrier
you imagine
behind
they're
us.
taking them out this door down the stairs and they're banging their head on the fucking wall?
I actually saw my mother-in-law met the boy that grew up in this house. They grew
You
up
had
in this
told
house.
us about that.
81 years old.
I don't think he
And
was
he's-
that old when he was a boy.
Well, no, he was 81 years old now.
Oh, I thought you said
But he said
91.
like these windows would frost, like that window and this window would frost over in the winter and like have like frost creeping into his room.
Fuck, man.
Because back then, the only thing that heated the house was the fucking fire stove down there, the fireplace.
You couldn't heat the whole house like that.
Nope.
No. There's
It's,
just one
he
really
he's
warm.
Like, he's like, it got really cold up here. And I'm like,
crazy.
yeah. Now it's like stupid fucking hot.
Fucking
because of fucking
sauna.
central fucking air.
So somebody did die, confirmed though.
Yeah.
That would have been in your mother-in-law's room, I bet.
Or ours.
Well, yours was a garage.
Well,
The
it depends.
ma-
It
the-
depends
for the
it depends
majority,
how-
the majority of this house's timeline.
yeah.
So
oh yeah.
likely, it was what was the only bedroom downstairs.
Yep.
So that's just right there. That's crazy though.
So-
Who was it?
I don't fucking know.
He didn't do the research. I honestly probably wouldn't want to either.
I wouldn't want to do it either.
No, he's like, look,
Because then I'll
'Cause
be
then
fucking
you're-
laying in bed one day and I'll hear someone talking. I'll be like, Rajesh, is that you? And he'll be like, yep. And I'm like, we're moving.
Rajesh.
Why couldn't it have been
No.
like Whitney
Right.
or
Dude,
something?
fucking, we're watching.
It's gonna be John Smith, dude.
Shot. No.
John Doe.
Oh man, yeah. You know, there's a website where you can look up if there was deaths in your house.
I'm not going to.
What's your address again?
Don't look
I
mine
guarantee.
up.
I guarantee.
Don't look mine up.
No, I guarantee there's been more than one, just because this house was built in fucking 43.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
So-
not even that old.
Yeah, but I mean, 43. A lot of people could have lived here in that span of time.
And died.
And
yeah,
died.
my house was built in 1920.
Mine
To give you guys
was
an example, do you
2000.
know the I forgot his name. Shit. He was convicted. He was convicted of murder.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
got
He
out
was
of Falls.
on Jeff and Greg.
What's his name?
I forget.
But yeah, he was just recently
Yeah.
exonerated,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
last year.
As
Oh.
soon as he was out, he was on Jeff and Greg's show.
Really?
Oh yeah, I remember. He was in jail for like 18 years or something like that.
Yeah, for something he didn't do.
Right,
He got
right.
coerced into confessing.
Yep. And when he was,
He lived here.
yeah.
Did he?
You got a piece of mail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I got a piece of mail from the Innocence Project that helped exonerate him,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, this looks important. So I found his girlfriend or wife or whatever on Facebook. I'm like, hey, I got this mail, and then I got license plates for him. And I'm like, hey, I got your license plates. I'm like, can you change your address, please? Because
I'm getting all
I
your
had
shit.
the what is it? Relief Society ladies, the old ladies from the Mormon Church, come by and drop off snacks.
Dude, we forwarded our
And,
address one time. It took forever for it to actually like.
Right. But the Relief Society girls came by and dropped off like snacks and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll make sure they get them. I ate those fucking cookies.
Oh, I would have too.
I gave them the present. I ate the cookies.
It's like they find them later and they're like, "Oh, how did you like the cookies?"
What? Christopher Tapp.
Christopher Tapp. That's right.
Right.
yeah.
It just came to my name. Came
I'm
to my
sure
mind there.
future Jeff is like Christopher Tapp while he's listening to this.
I met him. He's cool as shit, dude.
That's cool. Yeah.
He's kind of
How would it
intimidating.
be though to be locked up for 18 years,
Pretty fun, I think.
I think it'd be awful.
knowing that you didn't actually do it? You need to tighten your shit. It's all fucked up.
You're fucked up.
I think it would be awful, But then at the same time, is that 18
You
years?
just have to tighten the little ring.
I know, but I've been messing with that ring for weeks, and it needed to get closer to the thing. See? Fixed. Shut up.
Okay, sure. Anyways,
You just
that 18 years,
Yeah.
it might be worth that couple million, or what was it, like 11 million it got paid out?
200,000, I think.
No way. It was millions.
What, did he get millions? I don't know.
Because like that is
You don't get that much
was
money.
he coerced? Whatever.
18 years?
The
That's a
government,
lot of your
They
life.
just go, oops, sorry. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think he got a lot of money.
I'm pretty sure he got 11.7 million.
That's way close to what I said.
Yeah, close to 200,000.
Yeah.
Idaho, oh, it was 20 years, not 18 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, at that point, 18, 20, that's
so that's
You've
like
just been
getting
there.
paid.
Yeah.
That's like getting paid $500,000 a year and some change. Like if you had a job
yeah.
and not getting taxed. Does he get taxed on that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet not. It's not income.
Technically, it is.
No.
It's a settlement, so you would figure it would get taxed at some point.
Oh, if they tax that shit,
So-
that's fucking ridiculous.
Okay,
Oh,
here's the
government
question.
put me in here, and then
they're gonna take
and then
the
they're
money
gonna take my
back that
money
they
back
gave
that
me.
they gave me. That's
Here-
fucked.
Here's the question. At that same rate, right? So let's say 500,000. Let's say $515,000 a year, right? At that same rate, how many years are you willing to do in jail to build up your wealth?
2 years,
2 years. You go 2 years and
million.
Get over
I could solve
tax free. I'm going to say tax free.
I could solve my life, any problem I have
Yeah.
in my life, with $1 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see
How,
that.
how long would you do?
If I got, let's say, like $1 million a year.
Yeah. No. I was saying 500,000 a year. 500, 515,000 a year. How many years?
I mean, 3 meals a day.
This dude's thinking about food.
He's like,
I was like,
probably-
fuck, 3 meals.
I'd probably-
Not enough.
He's like, can I bring in my PC? Because then the rest of my life.
I'd
Forever.
live there. I'd probably say about 5 years.
I don't
5
think you
years.
could. I don't think
Oh.
you would.
Why?
I think you get. So I'm saying you got to tell them up front. I'm going to do this many years,
And then you're stuck.
and then you're stuck.
I'd do it.
5 years.
5 years.
5 years is a long time.
It is, but
That's a half decade, dude. His
yeah,
is way
but
more.
so that would
reasonable.
be what
I'm
$2.5 million.
And I'm
Yeah.
not saying that year.
I'm-
that year would be a rough year.
dude. The thing is,
First 3 or 4 months, 5 months, maybe even the first year, I'd be like, ain't too bad. After that, I'd be like,
I'm leaning.
Fuck.
I'm leaning towards like not at all. Honestly, 5 years is like I think you're really not
Yeah.
thinking.
do
it
I
through.
get
well,
conjugal
especially
visits?
because
Huh?
Do I get conjugal visits?
You get your hand, dude.
I mean,
I'd probably only do a year at that point.
so here's the thing.
Trevor's like, oh, I can't fuck.
See, here's
Take
the thing.
away 4 years.
That wouldn't be any different.
Yeah.
Even if my wife did a conjugal visit with me, she'd still make me jack off
Yeah.
and not do anything.
Oh my god.
No. So when I get be able to visit, people visit.
Visitation.
Yeah, visitation. You get
Oh.
like normal stuff behind the glass, the phone thing.
That's not a thing.
My thing is like,
You can do in person now. Like,
they do video calls now too.
Okay, well, no, I'm saying federal prison. Like you're treated like
Was he in federal prison or was
Yes.
this a?
yeah, that's
Oh,
what
okay.
that's what
'Cause
I'm
he was
talking
convicted
about.
of murder.
Like you guys
Oh.
are like you're getting nothing easy here. Like it's
that's why I'm saying. Well,
prison.
like you don't have. You're not stuck. Like if you're like non-violent. Like so, what would we be jailed
Okay.
for?
Yeah,
Murder.
essentially.
Murder. Okay.
you're going
So-
for murder.
Okay. So if you show that you're fucking pristine fucking cellmate, you're not fucking causing trouble, you're just doing your thing. They're not gonna stick you behind a fucking glass wall.
Yeah.
Dylan, correct me if I'm wrong, because
Yeah.
I could be, but you could do like sit at a lunch table.
Yeah, you sit down at a lunch table, like you get like time out and stuff like that.
When I'm saying
No.
when you
Like your
visit someone,
visitation.
it's face to face
okay, sure.
in front
All
of-
right,
at a lunch
if
table.
that's the way that it is,
Granted,
then
you're
sure.
still
I
like
get that. Yeah.
You're still bound.
Yeah. And then you get to have your your family come in and be like, oh, so and so did this and so is doing that, and we're going
And
on
look
a
at your
trip
new
to
son.
Hawaii.
He was born like 2 months ago. Wait, hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up. I've
Wait
been
a
here
minute.
for 10 months.
Hold up. Yeah. No, there's it would be, that would almost make it harder. You see your family and like they're talking
Your
about
friends
like,
and your family.
and they're talking
grow
about living their lives, I'm
without
like,
you.
dude, Amazon just invented this blowjob machine. It is $27 and oh my god.
That's okay. Guess how many I'm going to buy when I get out of here.
Yep.
I'll
With
have
my
one for
Buco
every
bucks.
day of the year.
That'd be weird. Like that's just
Different
taking
set
up
of
a lot
lips
of space.
each time.
I mean, with my current state as of right now,
Lonely?
yes. But like, I don't see my kids very often.
Uh-huh.
I'm already to the point where I get them at leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
Like I don't see them very much, so
Sure.
me being locked up would
Mhm.
relatively be the same.
Here's what I picture. Like, I'm like, you know what? No, I can't do it. Don't want to do it. I'm opting out, right? Which is what I feel like I'd kind of probably end up doing, right? And then you get out in 2 years, and you're like, I've got $1.2 million. I'd be like, fuck. And then I'd just
I
be like,
should have done it.
forever jealous. And I'd be like, Zach, how many times did you get butt fucked? And he's like, only 3.
Hey, I take it. Me, 3 times in a course of a year?
Or 2, because you said 2.
Oh, yeah, I guess 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
In the course of 2 years, that's a very low
pretty
percentage
good.
rate.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
you go
pretty
into this. Also, okay, going in 2 years, you're going to get butt fucked 3 times. So you just have to go through the whole thing, wondering when the next one is.
Nope. Do I get to choose? Because I'd be like, just what each day, like this day, this day, this day. Like
3 days in a row.
3 days in a row, and then
you
it's
get
over.
wrecked.
Then it's over. And I
Like-
do it right at the front.
Like,
What if it was like a
it's
big
like
orgy
day
where they
one.
just fucked you so hard?
I can pass out. I don't have to be awake for this.
But then he starts coming, and he's like, "Oh no,
Oh no, I'm awake.
Him coming wakes him up.
They're like, okay, the first one happens within your first week. We're not telling you when, first week. And then, like, Zach's in the bathroom, and, like, a Japanese guy walks in, and he goes, oh, thank God. That's not so bad.
Could be worse.
And
I
then
didn't
they
even
tell
feel
you
it.
the second one happens within the next year, anytime within the next year. So anytime, like, a big,
Bro, like black dude named fucking Requeese.
Jerome.
every time, like, a big black guy walks in the room, Zach goes, oh, fuck! And then it's just, like, not that most of the time. And then everybody just thinks that Zach's, like, horribly terrified of black people.
Oh no, fuck. Oh. So I can't choose them then, because like I said, I
Yeah.
do
No.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Then I'm done.
Okay. Yeah.
Easy.
But you're saying like that's like a stipulation of you going in though, which technically wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a thing.
I can make anything
course.
a
You're gonna
thing
get fucked.
hypothetically,
I mean, if you're paying us for it, yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah.
get fucked.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like, I think if I didn't pick 0, I'm picking 1 year and just calling it good there. Like,
I mean, even
because I'm sure
500,000.
4 months in, I'd be like, I should have never done this. I'd like
Even
regret it.
500,000 would solve a lot of my issues too.
Huge. Like, it'd be
Pay
huge.
off my house?
Yeah. If you don't have a mortgage, how stress free are you?
Yeah,
Like, you have all the money in the world.
you just gotta pay the taxes on my property.
Yeah, you feel like essentially you have all the money in the world when you don't have a mortgage. You know,
so
so like,
pay off my cars, pay off my house.
yeah, I'm like, I'm good
Oh,
with
no
that.
bills?
I'm saying 1 year max. I wouldn't go in for more than that.
God, I'm still stuck on the year. Because a year.
It's a long fucking time.
My
dude.
son's birthday was yesterday,
Yeah.
and it does not feel like that year has passed. But then again, I've been enjoying my life, having him here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't enjoy prison.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah. You get out.
I'm
and
too
like,
fucking social to fucking
you
just-
get out and
Another
you
thing
walk
is
into
like-
the house, you see your son, and he like cries because he's like not familiar with you anymore.
Another thing, well,
That would break my heart.
Yeah,
Like,
see, that's
with-
what I'm
with
saying.
this-
That's
with
the
this
shit that
guy-
you don't think about.
with this guy, he was convicted in 1996 and just got out recently. Can you imagine the amount of shit that's changed from 1996 to now?
I'm sure he's been like, you're not like cut off from the world.
I can't.
Well,
think of
yeah,
anything.
but there's a lot of technology that was not available back then. There was a lot of stuff that
I
wasn't
can't think of
available.
anything. Grabs his iPhone.
That's there's nothing different about the mid '90s than there is right now.
People were just barely getting into
Can you
the
imagine
internet at
getting
that
out
point.
and then here would be the weird part. You get out because like you would be like you would understand basically what's going on, but you get out and it's like, oh, you're out for like a week and you have a car and you're like, oh, I need to go get like the oil changed or whatever, and you're sitting there in like a Jiffy Lube or whatever, and literally everybody around you is.
Because that would be it. That
And
would
you're
be a
looking
mind
around
trip.
like this is like just all the time. This is like you're just glued to it, right?
Yep.
He would look around like this is fucking weird. Like that would be weird to him.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
so normal to us now that people just stare at their phones.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And he'd
see,
be-
that's the thing is he knows that phones are a thing. It's not like he was. You're not just like cut off from the rest of the world.
that's what I'm saying though. But he's not with society. Like as we progressively got more and more hooked at. Attached to the hip with these things. Like, it's like
Right.
they're glued to our face. If we're doing anything that's mildly boring.
Oh, and when he got convicted, only the not poorers had fucking cell phones.
Yeah, and they weren't like this.
Oh no, it was a
He
fucking,
looks over at somebody's iPhone. He's like, dude, you got Snake? Like, that's fucking rad.
But that's the thing is like there's TV in prison.
Right.
Like not like he might have had one in his
Yeah,
cell.
but how often do like TV, like things on TV, actually go into depth about technology and things like that? The majority
it doesn't. But I mean,
the majority of
news.
like public access, like TV programming, is going to be like cooking shows, and like the news doesn't touch on like technology all that much.
but I know. But
You're
I mean,
not going to
they're
see,
gonna-
like, how culture, like, really just is on the
Granted,
normal
you're
day-to-day.
not. But I mean, you're not going to get out and just know that. You're not going to not know that people are connected to their phones.
Yeah, but, like, not like when you sit in there, he's probably, like, thinking, like, oh, I could talk to somebody or I'll get a newspaper. Like, you wouldn't, you'd
They
be
still
sitting
have
there, like, the
magazines.
realization of how much it's integrated.
Right. 'Cause I mean, he wouldn't have had a
Yeah.
phone to fuck around with. And
Can you
prison.
imagine, like, if he wants to look something up, right? And it's like,
I gotta go to the
pretend
library.
that you're completely separated from it, almost
Okay,
completely.
That would be a
And you get
Bizarre.
like the internet exists and that you can look stuff up, right? And you like, he's like, is there a good like Italian restaurant nearby? And you just hop on Google and you search it and like it comes up like that fast. It would blow his balls off how fast it came up.
fucking. It would. Oh yeah. So you go to prison and you are completely cut off and you don't know anything that's happening
prior to like everything, right?
Yeah, you win. Say, you guys remember the '90s? Like, so let's go '90 or early 2000s. We're all teenagers,
Yeah.
or at least
Yeah, early 2000s.
early 2000s. We're coming into our teenage years,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Close to it, yeah.
And we go away, come back in 2023 with no idea of
What's happened?
what's happened.
Yeah.
Like, we come back and internet is still dial-up. That's what we would think.
Yeah.
And someone's like, "Oh yeah, have you heard this podcast?" Like, oh no, it's a fucking podcast.
What's a podcast? It's like a radio show on the internet. It's like on AOL.
Like on AOL, yeah.
It's like, fuck, that must take forever to listen to. It's like-
Americans Online.
yeah, America's Online. Speaking of America's Online, we should go visit the World Trade Center.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. That stuff
And you're
like that,
like,
you'd be like, ooh,
Fucking what happened?
ugh.
I always wanted to see the Twin Towers in New York.
they're like now that you're back to normal life, what was the first thing you want to do? It's like, well, I'm a big fan of architecture. They're like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, there's the Golden Gate Bridge, there's you know,
The World Trade Center.
they're like, you know what? They're a little boring looking, but I always wanted to see the World Trade Center. And they're like, well, you can see the new one.
You can see the Freedom Tower.
Fuck, dude. Can you imagine?
You can see the memorial. Wait, what?
Do you guys know that tower is exactly 1,776 feet tall?
Really?
The Freedom Tower.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Did you
That's
know?
cool.
Like, is it? So, I don't know. I've never actually seen what it actually looks like.
Oh.
Is there literally like a big opening in the top for a plane to fly through? That's what I heard. It's
No, fuck
that
no.
it's got like a fucking huge thing that a 747 can
No.
actually fit through.
I don't.
Oh, that's
no,
fucked.
I don't think so. They've got like the coolest observation deck in the world, and then like this tower.
Oh
the
no,
way,
never mind. I've seen it.
The way that it's built, you could run one of those into it.
And it wouldn't do anything.
Well, I mean, stuff's gonna happen, but it's not gonna collapse.
I mean, it shouldn't have collapsed in the first place because jet fuel don't melt steel beams.
Oh,
Steel
fuck.
beams.
Still beams.
Oh man, yeah, dude, it's pretty fascinating tower. Honestly, like I think I am blown away by architecture. Like I love architecture. The Burj Khalifa is like I think the coolest thing in the world. Tick two, tick two.
Oh, is it just gonna go for me? No.
Oh shit! What did you just do?
Went to a site that is not good.
Not good, apparently. bombsrus.com or something like that. The plane flies into Pentagon.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, of course it's gonna bring up just so I was yeah, it's gonna bring up just 9/11 stuff. So I was on a TikTok the other day,
Uh-huh.
and you've seen that TikTok where it's like, and it goes into the square hole,
Okay.
Oh,
right?
No.
Well, it was this dude, same dude. He was like, "Where does the airplane go? It goes in to the Pentagon."
Oh my god.
Fucking died.
You should be able to look up your watch history and find it.
Oh, it was a while ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Good luck at a fucking dude. When I'm sitting on the shitter, I'll scroll through like 80 TikToks.
Oh, yeah, can you imagine your watch history is 5 million TikToks long?
Yeah. But yeah, going back to the whole culture, like the shock of just like you were secluded for 18 or 20 years. Dude, if somebody was like, dude, have you seen this TikTok? I'm like, what the fuck is a TikTok? Like the clock? Like,
It's
The
the
TikTok-
biggest thing ever.
man, it's about to be banned.
It's like you're like it's how China watches us, and like why would you ever have that? It's like because
Because there's funny
I'm addicted
videos.
to it.
Because I don't care.
There's funny
Because
videos.
fuck it.
There's cats and
Dude,
dogs.
China-
Well,
seeing
'cause,
me will
like
laugh
even
at
then,
the-
even then, you would be like, did Y2K actually happen?
No shit, right? Yeah.
What
They're
the
like,
fuck
did
am I-
everything like what was supposed to happen even? Like it was like
Ev-
the
all-
computers were
everything.
going to revert back to 900 and everything was going to shut down, right?
Yeah.
That and like
All technology was supposed to stop.
stop. Yeah. There was a topic that I wanted to touch on, and it was, what would
you
you
better
say?
boring. Go ahead.
What would you say
Boring.
one of your pet peeves is?
One of my pet peeves:
Yeah,
Boring shit.
bread ties.
What?
bread ties.
Oh, bread ties.
If
I
you do
pictured-
not put the
I pictured a fucking
tie
Tie
meal bread.
necktie. I was like, that sounds really interesting, actually.
no people not putting bread ties back on the bread.
Oh, you fuck. I thought you were going a different way with this. No. Bread ties exist to be in the grocery store, and that's the end of their life.
Yep.
No.
I take them off.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
No.
I
They're
take 'em
such a
off.
waste of time.
Oh, just spin the bag, tuck it, and it's good.
Like
No,
like Bill Engvall said, like every man in America.
I'll get the air out,
No.
and then I spin the bag, and then tuck it underneath.
No, you were an animal.
You are what? No.
I am not going to
Who
take
has
the time.
time?
I am not going to take the time to fucking put a bread tie back on the goddamn
Fuck
bread.
no, dude. I'll actually like see that Amanda put the bread tie back on the fucking bread, and I'll take it off and throw it in the trash
I keep
just so it
I
won't
keep
happen.
bread
again.
ties.
You're a lunatic.
Like I'll keep at least 3 of them. So when
what?
someone throws away a bread tie, I'm like, yep, nope. putting that right back the fuck on
You
there.
have like a drawer for bread ties?
Yes, I do.
Oh my
It's
god.
like
No,
four
we
or
gotta
five
go
of them
find
there.
it.
Why don't you get one of those fucking clippy things then?
Yeah, because it's not a bread tie.
Oh my hell, dude.
And the
That's-
bread ties are free.
You still spin it though, right?
Yeah, oh no, it's spin.
And
so
then
the
you
bread
put
tie
the
on
tie
top.
on.
It's the same exact things you guys do, but the bread tie has to be on there.
But it's not
Why?
necessary.
Yeah, it is.
Once it's spun, you don't. No air's getting in.
Yeah, but it can unspin.
That's you. That's
It
ludicrous.
sits on the fucking
absolutely-
counter
No, it doesn't.
with the thing tucked underneath the bread.
Sits on the
How?
counter?
Yeah.
Wow,
I put my bread on the counter.
bread ties. I put it
Bread
up.
goes in the
I put it
fucking
up
fridge.
I put it in the what?
I don't put my bread in the
What?
fridge.
What did you just say?
In the fridge.
No.
I have never put my
No,
bread.
it doesn't.
I have never put my
Have you
bread
ever
in the
heard of a
fridge.
bread box? I don't have a bread box, but have you heard of a bread box?
Yeah,
It's not
no.
refrigerated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called the refrigerator
Holy
box.
fuck.
Doesn't the
Dude.
fridge
He's like
introduce
in-
like humidity and stuff to the bread?
And well,
No.
not in a plastic.
Oh well, yeah.
I mean, you're defeating our own argument there. But he's like, yeah, bread goes in the fridge and milk goes in the microwave. What the fuck aren't you guys getting about this? That's wild. Are
so
you serious?
wait. Do you put your like jelly and jam in the fridge as well? Like if you make a PB and J, do you put your jam in the fridge?
Yes.
Jam goes in the fridge.
Jelly and jam both go in the fridge.
Yeah.
It says refrigerate after opening.
Yeah.
Oh, actually no. Sorry, not jam. Ketchup.
Ketchup?
Ketchup?
Yeah,
Yes.
ketchup.
Ketchup goes
After
in the
it's
fridge.
open.
You know it doesn't have
Refrigerate
to be.
after opening.
Yeah, I've
I'm
learned that
sorry.
recently.
It
When it
doesn't
says
have to be.
I've worked in the restaurant industry. I know it doesn't, but it says refrigerate after opening.
Yeah, because they just leave them all out on the fucking table, don't they?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't. If I remember correctly, ketchup does not have that label on the bottle.
Yeah.
it does.
What
That's
else?
the one I buy does.
What else do you do that's unnecessary?
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
we've opened
butter.
up something.
Butter.
Butter.
I
Does you
like
just leave it
that.
on the counter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I leave it out.
So it softens.
Yeah.
That is gross. That is
No,
dairy.
it's not.
That is dairy.
It's not dairy. Yeah, I mean technically.
Yeah. Are you just gonna leave milk out on the counter?
No.
No.
But butter
Why the
doesn't.
fuck would you leave butter out on the
butter
counter?
goes rancid,
Butter-
but after like weeks.
Yeah.
Like
No.
what,
By
you know, a
time- by
butter
time
dish.
you
Have you ever
use the
seen a
butter-
butter dish? I
I
bet
ha-
your grandma had a butter dish.
I have a butter
Yeah,
dish.
And the
and kept
butter
it in the
set-
fridge.
No, she did not.
That's where I keep my butter dishes. in
Yeah,
the
but
fridge.
your grandma didn't.
So
because
if you,
she's
want, if you
smarter
want a
than you.
thing of toast, I bet you sit there and you got the fucking
Yeah, you got
globs of butter just trying to get it on the
That
goddamn
was one of my
toast.
best realizations
No.
as an adult is that
No.
you don't keep butter in the fucking fridge.
No.
No,
No.
You
It'll
keep it in
change
the fridge
your
and then
life.
you just put it in the microwave for fucking 10 seconds.
No!
You're adding
Are you
extra
shitting me?
steps.
He just said he puts it in the microwave.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If it's out on the counter, then you don't have to do that. You literally take a butter knife, slide it on your
you are
fucking
wrong.
toast.
He's probably like, I microwave my deodorant too because I like it when it's warm when
I
it
like
goes
it.
on.
I like it to just
Dude,
You don't do
I
that?
didn't know Zach was a fucking lunatic. We're learning a lot about him today. You just microwave it for a second. That's got to cause like way more. But do you microwave your milk?
Yeah.
What?
You like
Oatmeal.
warm milk?
Oatmeal?
Oh well, yeah. Oatmeal.
Okay, no, that's not what I said. Because
like
you're
if-
like you're by your logic, you have to keep butter in the fridge because you keep milk in the fridge. But when you take the milk out, you don't microwave it and then put it back in.
No.
Yeah, because it's not the same. That was annoying.
That was annoying.
There was a tapping.
Tip, tip, tip.
You see what I'm saying? My logic here. It's pretty straightforward.
No, it's not.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
You keep dairy in the fridge.
Yeah, but you don't microwave it and then put it back in the fridge.
Yeah,
I'm not microwaving the whole fucking stick of butter.
You cut off a piece.
I'll
and
cut
then
off
you
how much butter I'm going to fucking use
Uh-huh.
and microwave that.
like. Do you
What
put
do
it
you
in a
microwave it
bowl?
on?
Huh?
Or in? What do you microwave it on or in?
Paper plate, a fucking...
So the paper
plate
plate
that
is
I'm
going to absorb the butter.
the plate I'm using when I'm making a sandwich
And then
or
you just smear
toast.
it onto the bread?
I'm not microwaving it until it's fucking liquid.
You
and
just
just until
micro-
it's soft.
So you're like hitting it and just staring at it?
5
going
seconds.
like, I think it's now.
Yeah, like you hit the fucking 30-second button.
It's
let
much
it
better
do
just
go.
to keep it on the counter.
Oh my god, dude.
It's fucking
I can't
dairy.
wait for everybody to tell you what a fucking idiot
It is
you are.
dairy.
It technically, yeah, I guess.
That's-
But it's
I was
like,
just
But butter doesn't go bad like milk.
no, it
Because
doesn't.
milk will start going
I'm not gonna
bad
fucking
within
It'll
risk it.
like
spoil
an hour.
overnight. Yeah.
I'm not going to risk it.
Risk it.
I have
nothing.
done it for years.
That's all we do. We have a
Good
dish.
for you guys.
Do you know what the
Watch
thing?
it's going to happen to me.
Hey, guess what? Guess what we do? We bought a big one so that we could put all the little sticks of butter, all of them in there at the same time.
That is fucking mental.
It's not mental. It's normal.
No.
It's normal, Zach.
At least fucking blink.
That's what butter
mental.
dishes are for. You can go to Walmart. There's 50 of them on the fucking shelf, and it doesn't say please
Yes,
put in the refrigerator.
I open my butter, I put it in the butter dish, and into the fridge.
Here's the crazy part: is taking it off of the table, it being outside of the fridge. Now you don't need a butter dish. Just leave it in the fucking box.
So why is butter refrigerated at all?
Like, it's got to be kept until it is sold, and then once it is sold, you take
You
it
do what
home
you
and you
want with
prepare it for use.
So same for milk.
No, it's not the
It's-
same for milk.
Milk
Must be refrigerated.
Oh yeah, so does butter.
Please Google what is the life of butter,
The lifespan.
lifespan of butter. How long until butter goes rancid? Fuck, if it says like a day, I'm gonna be pissed, dude.
How long
Until
until
butter goes
bad?
1 to 3 months in the fridge, okay? In the freezer up to a year. That's not what we're talking about.
Okay. What about that one?
How
That
long?
Bon Appetit?
Butter lost out of the fridge, right there. Yeah,
1 to 2 days.
that's bullshit, dude. We have it out there for over a week, easy.
One-
But if it's
to
left out for
2
several days
days.
at room temperature, it can turn rancid, causing odors. Does not recommend leaving it out for 1 or 2 days.
Fuck
I will
that,
ha-
dude. That's
yeah.
bullshit.
I have never had an issue with the butter that I leave
Me
out.
neither. We leave it
That is
out.
from a reputable source, the Food Network.
The Food Network. They can go fuck themselves.
Oh, hey, you know what? USDA has one on it too. Do you want to read that one?
No, they're pussies. All right.
Fuck you guys.
I guess by the book, he's right. But anybody that is
it's
listening,
dairy. That's the only
anybody
reason.
that is listening, for the love of God, reach out to him and say what he's doing is stupid.
Even though I just got proof that it's.
I'm so mad at that now. Fucking the
I
internet.
want to know what
failed me.
everybody else does now.
Yeah. What does everybody else do? Do you guys?
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not. If I leave the butter out over a day, I'm not gonna just throw it away.
Okay. So what else? Okay. What else do
But-
you do that's insane?
What do you fucking?
So my original
You-
question was just like, what's a pet peeve? So what would a pet peeve be for you?
Zach.
Right now, it's me.
Zach is pissing me off so much right now.
You're making
So
me-
instead of Gavin,
you're making
I'm
me mad.
getting mad,
I'm
dude.
getting mad.
he's gonna
fucking-
fucking shoot you now.
I didn't think I would feel this warm in my face with how Gavin here, and now I am. Somebody always raises my blood pressure. I didn't think it would be you that took it though. I thought he was gonna piss me off. But everything that you said in the last 10 minutes has my blood pressure up. I should get a blood pressure
But the thing is,
monitor.
I'm
I was like,
right.
here, just put on my fucking
Technically, you're
Apple
right,
Watch.
but people do this all the time. That's what butter dishes are for. Your
Yes.
grandpa would call you a
Butter-
pussy, I bet.
Butter.
So what I don't get
That's
is
something that's
is
been
this-
passed down through my family. So my fucking grandpa probably did it too.
So what I don't get is maybe this is saying like you're just leaving the butter out on the counter, not covered or anything. Because in a butter,
No, it's just
in-
talking about temperature.
In a butter dish, it's not. The cover's
Yeah,
not doing
yeah,
anything.
it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
It's not a sealed
Do you know
cover.
what's really crazy is how long eggs last. Eggs don't.
out of the-
No, fuck no. Eggs don't spoil for a long time, dude.
Really, I didn't know that.
Okay, do you,
Like the expiration
Okay.
date on the carton, like it says in the fridge, like in the grocery store, sell by whatever, much shorter than when you can actually use it by. I mean, like they said, like they're talking about like egg prep for like Easter and stuff
well, that's
like
not
that.
when they go bad. That's Best Buy.
Best Buy,
The
but
Best
it's
Buy
like
date.
I've bought eggs one time. I had this like people were coming over. It was near the holidays or whatever. I had 2 cartons of eggs in the fridge. Like at any given time, I probably have 2 or 3 cartons.
I always have a
So
5 thing.
I eat a shit.
I always have at least a dozen eggs in the house.
Yeah.
If I have less than a dozen,
You're getting
I'm
eggs.
getting eggs.
Yeah, generally speaking, for myself and general cooking, about 3 dozen. But like we had 2 dozen in, and then like I went to the store and I was like, oh, we're having people over, we're cooking this, cooking that, and I bought like 2 or 3 more, and then I get home and I was like, oh shit, I thought we were almost out. So we had like
A fuckload of eggs.
like 6 dozen eggs in there or whatever. So like we used a bunch for the holiday, and we used what we could while like people were around and stuff like that. We end up having like 2 or 3 dozen left over, right? So you ate and used these eggs, cooked and used these eggs. Like, I mean, I'm talking 2 weeks after 2 or 3 weeks after.
No shit.
Yeah. Fine. Totally fine. Like, they fucking keep, dude. Like,
so
they really
do. Do you refrigerate your eggs?
Well, yeah.
Okay, because I know that eggs can be kept out of the refrigerator. I refrigerate mine,
Mm-hmm.
but
They can be kept out for a period of time.
I was like,
I think it's a while.
I've always put my eggs in the
I always
fridge.
do too. Just because if I buy something
Wouldn't
that is in the fridge when I buy it, it goes in the
Wouldn't that
fridge
be
when I'm not
insane if
using it.
Zach was like, I put butter in the fridge and I keep eggs on the counter? What are you guys not getting about this? Fuck, man. I was sweating from that.
3 to 5 weeks.
Fucking A, dude. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
If they're in the fridge.
See, and that's see, the sell by date will usually expire during the length of time, but the eggs will be perfectly safe to use. So that's the
Well,
so when
technically,
you're
there's
buying something, there's a difference between a best buy or sell by
yeah, and an
and
expiration,
expiration date.
Yeah, there's a
like
total
jam or jelly. It doesn't really go bad.
Well,
Not for a long
Well,
fucking
same with
time.
milk. Milk, you have like 3 to 5 days to drink it.
See, milk. When that date on that is
Oh,
there,
that one
it's
gets
out.
that one gets in my head. If I see an expiration date on the milk,
That's when you sniff it before you
Nope.
drink it.
nope.
Because I sniffed it, smelled fine.
Here's the thing.
Took a swig out of the carton and got a fucking glob. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
God.
fucking! I hucked that sugar across
It's like,
the room.
it's like my boyfriend.
It's like that was my last
But-
Thursday night.
Oh man, it just milk doesn't smell good inherently to me.
no, I hate the smell of
So
milk.
like,
love
I'll
milk.
convince myself if I'm suspicious enough to do that, I'll be like, it's bad.
Yep. And
Like,
I've thrown,
it's just
I've
in
thrown
my head.
milk away that's not even past or near its it's like 3 days from its
Dude,
sell date, and I'm like, nope, out.
I found the cheat code though. Well, and this is because I've got a bitch stomach too. But like, I get that lactose-free stuff, like the Fairlife stuff. It's a little bit more expensive, but that shit keeps for so much longer.
Well, that Fairlife stuff, for example,
Almond milk's really good too.
Coke sells that.
Oh
And
well,
it's
like
not
the individual drinkies.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm
but
not.
it's not even refrigerated.
Well, that's different. That's ultra pasteurized, ultra filtered stuff. That is designed for that. But like the big carton.
Yeah,
of
like
stuff,
the
that.
Glosh or
It's
whatever
milk.
called.
It's just regular milk. It's just lactose free, and evidently that has something to do with duration
Dude,
because
So I'm a huge red cap whole milk.
yeah,
2%. Nope.
whole milk is better. Don't get me wrong, but like if you're talking, so for me, like I'm talking like protein over calories, that kind of thing. You know, it's like not taking in as many calories for
Eggs will last 2
2 weeks unrefrigerated. No
Really?
shit.
unwashed eggs, whatever that means. That's probably like from the fucking chicken's butt.
From the
Yeah,
chicken.
chicken ass.
right from
Right
the
from the
What if
chicken.
they're washed?
Pooper.
What if they're washed? I imagine most of
Well,
them.
that's what
are
I'm
washed.
assuming is I bet once you wash them,
Mm-hmm.
it removes something on the outside on the outside of the egg itself,
Like a
like a
placenta.
yeah, kind of like something
Ew,
that,
I just grossed myself out.
want to hear nasty something?
Yeah, a nasty something.
A
You wanna hear
nasty something.
Do you see the way he looked at me?
Yeah,
you
he's
want to hear a nasty
something.
something? He's like, I'm about to get naughty.
No.
Trevor, were you present for your kid's birth?
Yes. Not Avery, but Autumn, yes.
Okay. Did
I
you
went
get
to
to
go get a
watch? Did you
sandwich.
get to watch your
I
wife?
went to get a sand. Are you fucking serious?
That is the most Trevor thing I've
Oh
ever
my
heard.
god! You missed the birth of your child because you went to get a sandwich.
That
For
is the-
Avery, yeah.
You're such a piece of shit, dude.
Dude, we were there from 4 a.m.
Uh huh.
and they because Avery got induced or whatever it is, and
Your wife
I was
did.
fucking hungry. Well, yes, yeah, my ex-wife got induced.
So
I
you
was
just didn't
fucking
get
hungry.
them to bring food up for you.
She got induced,
Actually,
and then you thought
That is the one thing that I don't like about the hospital. When you're at the hospital, they won't feed
the dads.
the dad.
No,
they will give you one meal. It's called the stork meal, or at least at Ermac.
Stork meal.
Yeah, it's called the stork dinner.
Yeah.
and
And that's after the birth.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
dude. You gotta have friends. Like I had a friend who was having
I didn't have
his wife was
friends.
having his first child and I like brought him shit.
see,
Yeah.
My ex-wife didn't let me have friends.
I didn't
I
have to
had
wait.
2 friends, and the only time I can see them was on my birthday, and we would go to the bar.
Rough.
You should have beat her.
Probably still had a time limit too.
No, she had to
Um,
be there. I couldn't do anything without her.
So
That's rough.
she gets induced, and then you think, you know what? I'm hungry.
Well, no, this is so. We were there at 4 a.m.
Keep your thought. I still
Yeah,
want to hear
sorry.
that. But
We got there at 4 a.m. They induced her. She didn't give birth until about 3 or 4 o'clock p.m. the next day.
yeah,
And so I was like, I'm fucking hungry. And one of my old coworkers had a Philly cheese truck
Philly
that was
cheese
outside.
steak.
And he's like, hey, if you come down, I'll get you a sandwich. I was like, fuck yeah. So I am on my way down. I get in my truck to go to the Philly cheesesteak truck. And my mom's like, you need to get up here right now. Like, she's about to give birth.
I was like,
And
I don't give a fuck.
I wasn't able to get my fucking food. I rushed back there, and Avery was there.
so you might as well have got the sandwich.
Should
Yeah, you might have. Yeah, that
I went back and got one.
You're like,
So-
oh fuck, I missed it. Turns around immediately and walks to get the
Get my
sandwich.
sandwich now.
Did you?
So I
how
got-
long did you observe your newly born child before you went back to get your
It was
sandwich?
about 2 or 3 hours.
Oh fuck,
Dude, I was fucking hungry.
I would have gone back after like, oh, I'll be right back, and I would have booped her.
Put a pin in
Booped
that.
her on the new.
Let's put a pin in this. I'll be right back. So, with Autumn, did you watch your wife pass the placenta?
I watched everything. I almost fucking passed out.
So I didn't get a chance to watch everything because obviously my wife went into labor 8 weeks early,
Right.
and so
little
I was
unexpected.
getting fucking pushed around in that little room by fucking the 30 nurses and 4 doctors that were there because they were getting ready to cut her open. But she ended up not having to have that. She ended up just delivering breech anyways.
Ah, fuck.
Jesus.
But
Sorry. I got long legs.
when she delivered the placenta, so the reason why Peyton was born early is because a bacteria entered my wife's placenta and
Okay.
shredded the placenta. So her placenta didn't come out in one little. It came out in like. It looked like she was shitting out her guts. And that's not what bothered me. What
Wow.
bothered me was the doctor grabbed a little bowl, like a stainless steel bowl, and just into a bowl. And I looked at that bowl and I said, I got that bowl at my house. And I'm getting rid of it.
and I'm getting rid of it. You had the same like stainless.
Oh, yeah. It
bowl.
was just like it looked just like a stainless mixing bowl.
a mixing bowl.
Did you know that they'll actually depends on the hospital. They will offer to put that into like a shake or something, and have them eat it
Because
or
of the
drink it.
nutrients, yeah.
So they weren't going to offer that to us because they had to
Of
send
the
it.
bacteria.
Yeah, they had to. Well, no, because they didn't know. They had to send it up for testing.
Oh.
Because the most common cause for an early pregnant or an early birth is drug use. So they're gonna get the
Ah,
they
placenta
wanted to
tested.
check and see.
I mean, and not just see if she was doing drugs, but see
But sometimes it just
why.
happens.
See why.
Yeah. So
And
what
that's what
drugs
I
did
found
Marissa do?
Is my semen a drug?
Too much protein.
They're like, looks like you guys didn't refrigerate
Oh,
your
that
butter
poor
long
kid.
enough.
Do you know how? Oh,
Did you fuck right before?
No, I think we stopped having sex when she started having her Braxton Hicks contractions.
I don't know what that is.
False labor.
Oh, okay.
It's like it feels like contractions for her.
Yeah.
And that's what she thought she was having when she went into actual labor because she was. We're pretty sure she was out. I'm. My head canon here is
Yeah.
that she was at labor at work because she said her
Oof.
back hurt and her legs hurt
Right.
and she was dizzy. And I'm like, my
You're
wife's
like,
a
me too.
fucking all-star. No, dude, I got home from work that day
Uh-huh.
and I was like, dude, I was like, Marissa, I had such a rough day. I'm taking a nap on the couch.
Uh-huh.
And she's okay, like fucking crying in pain. And I'm like, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I was like, I was just like, I'm so
He goes
tired.
to lay down on the couch, and she's like, he's such a pussy.
Oh, so I lay down and I'm just like, I scroll TikTok for a second and I just pass out. And then she goes to the bathroom, and she was in the bathroom for like 20 minutes screaming my name because it hurt so bad she couldn't even stand up. She got the will to stand up, get into the living room, and doesn't call me babe, doesn't call me sweetheart. Zachary! I'm like,
I was picturing, you cocksucker, get in here.
yeah.
Surprised she
So,
didn't just fucking.
He's sitting
bitch
there
slap you.
snoring.
She's fucking needed to.
He's got one arm over him, and he's got his hand on his pecker for some reason. Like,
Yeah,
quick wink.
that's my natural sleeping position.
yeah.
But yeah, she was in labor, and I was like, yeah, you're fine. I'm taking a nap.
Right.
Father
like,
of
"You'll
the
be
year,
all right."
husband of the year.
You'll be all right, dude.
It'll be okay.
You look up when she's like, Zachary, you look up and you go,
5 more minutes.
Well, so because I knew she was in pain, usually I'd be like, what? Like, I'm fucking trying to take a nap here. What?
what?
But the way she screamed my full name,
Yeah.
and I already knew she was in pain, I shut up and I was already standing. Okay,
Oh,
my
speaking of
eyes
bread
open
ties,
and I was up.
Yeah, right.
Those aren't bread ties; those are wire ties that were like used
It's
to.
funny to hear the name Zachary, though.
It is.
Zachary's
she doesn't
like
use,
full name.
She doesn't even
Zachary's like
use-
the name of an 8-year-old. You know?
and she doesn't even use my, like, she doesn't even say Zach that often,
yeah.
unless I'm drunk and annoying her, and she'll be like, Zach, stop it,
Shut the fuck up.
or not right now. I have a headache.
You're like, Daddy wants to come.
Daddy wants to come.
Daddy wants to come.
He's just like, no, not now. I have a headache. You're like, it'll be like 3 minutes.
I want to make another scene.
No, I always go. Well, I mean, orgasms could cure headaches, and she goes, "Well, if you could give me one."
Oh. The fucking
He's like, fine, I'll
burn.
go to the I'll go to the living room. I'm gonna have a few knuckle children out there.
Or she goes, "Well, that's good for your headache." Oh well, I mean,
That's good for your headache. Oh, that's
I'm
so
joking.
funny.
Watch, this is gonna be the podcast my wife listens to,
Right?
the only one, and
Oh.
then you won't see me ever again.
Right. I'm up here like just pushing buttons on the computer.
Dude,
I
so-
don't know how any of this shit works.
Did I tell you about how I watched that your Blake or your wife's party, the
Oh yeah,
intros
yeah.
of all the people walking in
Uh-huh.
when Efren walked in with a podcast Blake. I thought it was so funny.
Because he was holding a laptop.
Yeah, I was like, because like we lay the fucking computer.
he was just trying to get a point across.
I mean,
No,
he,
I know.
he
I
did
mean,
have
yeah.
the A40s. So
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he had the correct headphones.
There we go.
So.
He even walked in. I was like, why the fuck is he wearing headphones? Like, I didn't even.
Oh yeah.
How long did it
'cause-
take for you to catch on that
Way too long.
people were like dressed as you?
Way too long. Kendra had to show up. Our friend Kendra showed up, and she was wearing your Coke shirts.
Yeah.
And when I saw her in a Coke shirt and her daughter in a Coke shirt, I was like, what's going on? I'm like, why is everybody wearing a backwards hat? And, you know, and then it clicked. And I was like, and then for like 10 minutes, I was just,
You were looking at everybody like,
just mind blown. I just didn't get it. Like, I didn't get it at
I
first.
really, really wanted to go all out on it. Like
Uh-huh.
it fucking.
What did you do?
plaid. I didn't do anything because I hurt my leg.
Yeah, that was the
Ah,
thing
my
is there
ankle.
was a few people peppered in there that didn't really do shit.
I was going to.
So that
so
kinda
I was
like-
gonna.
I was
be
gonna go
there.
buy a monster hat.
So I totally spaced it. Like, I remember not doing the podcast because was it the day the podcast was supposed to be, or was it the
Day
next day?
after.
No,
Day after?
it was the day after. We didn't
Okay.
do the podcast because I work security, and then.
And then
you
I
guys-
was
Whoa.
taking it off because it was
'Cause of
Amanda's
Amanda's
actually birthday, and
Yep.
and so we
So.
just canceled. Holy fuck!
the cat.
The cat's tail.
Did Anakin touch your butthole?
Blannikins.
Blanikins.
I wanted to go, and I think so. Mine was going to be, I was going to do Jim Blake.
Jim Blake. Yeah, there was one of those.
Yeah. What? Chelsea's daughter. Oh, and Gavin.
Gavin did Jim Blake. Yeah,
Gavin went all for it. Like went all in.
Did Stu? What did
Shaved.
Stu do?
he still
He
wasn't
didn't
there.
go. Gavin shaved everything.
Yeah, he shaved his whole body.
Everything. Except his face.
Yeah, and then and then
That's
Amanda's cousin
dedication.
showed up and Amanda's cousin had showed up and painted like 5 o'clock shadow on her face.
Awesome.
I was like, that's cool.
So
It felt like my party after that.
It did.
Like it felt like my birthday, and it wasn't nothing to do with me except for the theme.
So I'm sad Stu couldn't make it because I got wind of what Stu was going to be if he was there.
What was that?
He was going to be Amanda.
Really?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Oh, that would have been.
That would have
Blake,
been fun.
Kendra would have been Blake, and
Uh-huh.
he would have been Amanda.
Oh, that would have been really funny.
That would have
Yeah.
been amazing.
Yeah. Damn. I would love to see that. Anyway,
I do want to go back to
that
the
looked
whole
like a
pet
fun
peeve
party.
thing.
it was fun.
It was a lot of fun, even with me fucking hobbling around. Because I
Oh.
had the fucking boot.
Oh yeah, that's
Kinda
right. I
hobble
forgot
everywhere
about
you
that.
go. Wait, you had a boot?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a boot. He didn't mention anything about it until he was just in it.
Well, I mean, I told.
Oh
I told
no! Oh,
everybody.
your security. You twisted your hurt your.
Yeah, I
hurt
fucking
yourself.
fell off the stage.
That's right. I remember.
Yeah, so I was wearing.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Oh, it was bad. I could not walk. It was bad.
Did you just use one of Ross's old boots, or
Yeah, I legitimately couldn't walk without that boot. I had crutches to get around. Walking, so the gig was in Pocatello.
right?
I had to after I had fallen off the stage and twisted my ankle. I still had to work for another 2 hours. And then walking from the stage to the car in Pocatello was awful.
I bet.
And then from my boss's car to my car was awful. And then once I got home, my foot had rested so much, like I felt like I was walking on a broken ankle trying to get inside. Like I was damn near crying trying to get inside. It was fucking awful.
I would have loved to see you cry.
But the only reason I was able to get around was because of that boot, because it kept just my ankle.
Right, just kept it in place.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say there was something you wanted to go back to?
Yeah, so we've covered Zach's pet peeves.
Oh yeah.
So my pet peeve is, when you're at the gas station, filling up with gas and everything, some random person pulls up, they get out of their car, start pumping gas, but don't turn off the fucking vehicle.
Doesn't bother me one bit.
Bothers the absolute fuck out of me.
I could tell you why that doesn't bother me and Zach.
Because you have a diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't
But-
have diesels. We
Well,
we work with diesel truck. With gas engines, it does bother me a little bit.
Doesn't
more.
bother me at all. You know why? That's a sealed system.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
a
like
sealed-
what,
like,
okay.
it's not
What
like this-
bothers
Not
you about
necessarily,
it?
because it's not a sealed system, because if it was a sealed system, your gas tank would explode. It is vented, and most of the time when it is vented,
but
it's vented
anything-
at the gas,
anything-
the
It's at
filler.
Yeah, but where's gonna be the igniter?
You have a metal nozzle going into a metal fill.
Yeah, but the gas
Okay,
is
but
liquid.
But where is? Okay, so that's the igniter.
So you're talking
Not
about
necessarily.
explosions? That's what you're worried about?
Well, the thing is for say if you have an exhaust leak
Mhm.
or something like that, if your vehicle is running, it is combusting and putting flame through everything. If you have a bad catalytic converter or something,
Yeah.
you're going to be actively putting fire through your exhaust. It
Yeah.
doesn't take much to start it on fire.
I guess.
I'm just saying.
Seems pretty low.
But
But
it
it seems
bugs the
pretty
fuck
low
out of me.
percentages. Like,
Yeah, that's why it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
And then I mean it used to, but then
remember when they used to say, "Don't use your cell phone at the gas pump"?
they still
Like-
say that.
Yeah, and that's such horse shit.
Dude, I smoke at the gas pump sometimes.
Do you?
Gee,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
give a
such a
fuck.
boss move.
Jesus.
I mean, I won't light a cigarette at the gas pump.
Do you remember
But I'll
Zoolander?
continue to smoke.
Do you remember Zoolander when they had the gas pump fight, and then
Yeah.
the guy goes to light one, he's like, "No," and then all of his friends blow up.
So, like, the cigarette itself is not going to cause any issues. Like,
Yeah.
Mythbusters has busted that myth.
It's the open flame.
It's the open flame.
So if the cigarette, if anything besides an open flame, is basically just not going to do anything. I remember that
Yeah.
Mythbusters. Like your exhaust, your catalytic converter is not going to ignite.
Yeah,
those
exactly.
fumes.
That's
And
why-
Plus, those fumes are so far away from the tank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I get it. Like just from a he would just have to say that it's just because that's just what you do.
Well,
That would have to be that would have to be his perspective. That's just what you do. You shut it off. You get out. You shut the door. You pump your gas.
Yeah.
If you're him, you go into the gas station. You get a bag of donuts. You know,
Sounds like
you
sounds
eat
like
you,
me.
you eat half of you eat half of them on the way back to the car. He'd be as
You get halfway back to the car, like, oh fuck, I forgot my 6 Bahama Mamas.
yeah. He's like, oh shit, I got powdered sugar all over my shirt. He wipes it on his seat. Then he goes like, well, good thing the car didn't blow up and I'm a good person.
Yep.
And then yeah, no, I understand it, but
I
he's got
turned my car off.
I turn my car off. I do. It just it's like, but if I drive like my truck, my pickup truck, right? I'll drive it to top it off with gas. I don't turn it off most of the time unless I'm planning on going into the gas station. Then I'll
Right.
shut it off. But
Well, and here's my mindset. If it exploded,
yeah,
I'm not gonna feel anything.
right. Yeah,
I'm gone.
yeah, yeah. That's true. I mean, it's
Oh,
you know what? No, you'll feel it.
For a
You'll
second.
mostly burn to death.
Well,
Chances are the explosion isn't going to take you.
maybe it might.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find this video. It made me fucking laugh. I don't think I saved it. It's bullshit. I think I got
There's-
deleted.
There's always so many videos I want to show you guys, and then I'm fucking forget about them or lose them by the time I get here.
Well, the thing is, I didn't fucking lose it. I know I saved it. I just don't know where it went. Anyways, it was a video of a newscast, and this guy was talking, and it was like, and this guy found a spider in his gas cap,
Yeah.
and he was, and being, having a severe phobia of them, he thought it was smart to try and light it on fire as he's filling it with gas.
Oh my god, dude! What an idiot!
He pulls the hose out.
Spraying everywhere. Oh my
sprays it
god,
fucking-
dude!
Oh, I want to find it. It was so fucking funny.
My favorite ones, like the newscasters, like when they screw up, like they say bad things.
I love those too. Like one of them was like they were interviewing an NFL star, and and she's like something his cock. I mean his cocks.
His cocks. So funny. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, there's so many next time I need to come up with like a list of shit.
Yeah.
Like a list of videos. Like we used to do like videos like every week. We should still like approach that.
Yeah, it's something that, what we need to do is we need to get on your brother about fact checking us.
Yeah. Yep, I know.
Because that's going to be a segment. Yeah, I'm just trying to find the video. Maybe it was before the podcast.
Yeah. Looks like you don't have it in this. I recognize most of these.
It was in my liked videos. I know because when I like something, I favorite it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have it anymore. Oh well.
Yeah, I like
It made me
I like a
fucking laugh
million
as shit.
videos. I favorite like very, very few.
Same.
Yeah, it was so fucking funny. I mean, that one's funny too, but
Yeah. Anyway,
police
but
chase.
yeah.
as far as pet peeves, like people that drag their feet when they walk.
Pick your fucking feet up.
Oh, I
Yeah,
want them to die in
yeah.
a fire. Like
I hate the sound of it.
Well, I can't focus on
'Cause it's just
anything
like
else. Yeah, yeah. And I just think you're the laziest piece of shit when you do that. Oh my god, I hate it.
And those people that drag their feet are always the slowest walkers
Yeah.
too.
Or people that leave cabinet doors open.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
That's a pet peeve of mine too. But I have a cabinet downstairs that just not close.
Oh.
The hinges are broken on it just slightly, so
that's
it
different.
creeps open, and every time I see it, I'm just like,
Piece of
fucking
shit.
You
slap it closed.
you have to fight it, even though you know you're not winning.
Like
that.
if you like lift it up a little bit and kind of like jam
Yeah.
it in there, it will stay until
Yeah.
someone walks by and like pounds their fist on the fucking counter and it jars it just enough to open it.
All my pet peeves, there's like super basic like that. There's like nothing interesting about it. Just little shit will
Right.
annoy me so much.
I was also thinking about it. You did list technically a couple of pet peeves. The ring around the toilet.
Yeah, well,
and
that's just
then-
gross.
yeah.
That's just bad maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the pumice stone because I have
Dude,
legitimately.
yeah, seriously, pumice stone, you can get them at a dollar store. You don't have
Really?
to get like the expensive ones from Walmart. Get a dollar store pumice stone.
and scrub it.
That's what.
Yeah.
What
With-
one
with
of the-
toi-
that's what
toilet
one of the-
cleaner,
That's what one of the
let it
poors
soak
would
for a minute.
say. Get it at the dollar store.
I'm just saying you don't have to
It's a
fucking
$1.50
spend.
store now.
We should do that every time somebody says something cheap. We go poor.
That's what the pores would say.
That's what the pores would say.
Thanks, Tom Segura.
He's like, Zach's like, you see how much gas is right now? I'm like, poor.
I actually said that when I filled up today. I was like,
I filled up today. It was $36.
When I filled up, what
To
was
fill
it,
up your
last
Corolla?
week,
Yeah,
from empty,
yeah,
mine was about
85?
50.
85. Yeah.
Mine was about $50.
Does that sound like a lot?
No.
Oh,
Doesn't sound like a lot. Well, then, okay, so I'm pretty sure your Corolla and my Cruise probably have relatively the same size of gas tank.
It's probably like a 12 gallon.
yeah.
I went and prepaid $40 and it brought it to 3/4 of a tank. No, I was on empty, but I put premium 91 octane in the Cruise.
In the cruise?
Yeah.
Why in the cruise?
Turbo.
Got that turbo,
Oh,
that fucking 1.4 liter.
yeah.
Have you noticed a difference since doing it? Or have you
Yeah.
always done 91?
Oh no, I used to do 85 octane. I've noticed a difference, but it's still got a little bit of turbo lag on it. I think it's an air leak in the turbo.
Or it's just a tiny little piece of shit turbo.
No, it's well, I mean, it could be that, but I feel like it didn't have that when I first
know
got
what?
it. Like I'll be at a stop and I'll
Yeah.
press the pedal and it's like, well, okay, now we go.
Do you know what I always say? There's no replacement
For displacement.
for displacement. Mine's a 2-liter.
Okay, well,
My,
There's a
my
1.4
truck's a 5.7. My car's a 3.8.
Yep. My
all right,
actually
well,
my
car
motorcycle is a 1.
3.6.
It's a 1
Mine's a liter bike.
Oh, my car is a 3.6.
3.6.
My Impala.
3.6 liter. Ah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's the same size as my Maxima was.
Yeah, it's the new like 3.9 or 3.8 is what's in your Pontiac, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Series 3. The fucking shittiest one.
No, the Series 2.
Oh, Series 2. Sorry, Series 2.
They were all shitty.
No, Series 1 was too... So, from a maintenance standpoint, the Series 1 was too good that it wasn't going bad quick enough that GM and
Yeah.
Pontiac literally made the Series
Made it
2
worse, yeah.
to go bad, and it went bad too much.
Too much, yeah.
Series 2 was
Trevor
by
makes
Bonneville.
it so hard to not be a dick to him
He does.
because it's like we'll make fun of you for your car, right? Like, it's
I actually like
it's
your car,
I
though.
do too, but it's like so easy to make fun of him because like Trevor's a car guy, and it's like, that car sucks or whatever. Like, it
I was
just,
like, eventually, like, the
it's
car
all-
community will just back me up. And
no, no, they won't.
They'll be like, yeah,
No.
fuck these guys.
Like even guys with Honda Civics have a community.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, the Pontiac community is pretty big.
Oh
I mean,
fuck.
there's all sorts of fucking...
That's just people that bought a Pontiac. They're not passionate about them. Oh fuck off. Don't even like try. Don't even try.
There's a lot of people that modify them.
But here's what, yeah, and they're
Anyways.
called pores.
I did not know. I did not think that's where you're
I
going
was
with
gonna
that.
s- I
They're
was gonna
called.
say,
Oh, you thought I was gonna say Mexicans?
Yes, that's what I thought.
Oh, oops! Did I say
was
that
like-
to the mic? Oh, oops.
Are you
anyway.
offended?
ZZP Performance was based on Pontiacs, and they're one of the biggest, like, what is it? They're like Holly and everything like that.
Well, there's a lot of poor people out there.
There is
A
I'm one
million
of 'em.
people chip in
Hey,
$1.
Trevor, I had a Pontiac.
Yeah.
I've actually had 3 Pontiacs.
I've had 2.
This is what makes it hard to like not shit on you all the time. This is why it happens all the time. Is because you continue to insist to make fucking TikToks about it, and I
love
just
it.
have
Sorry, that's what gets me too.
yeah.
Like you'll say it'll be something like fast or speed and the sound. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
fast.
Or it's like the like in and out like different angle pictures of it or whatever. Or like check out this fucking tint that you put on the and most of the time that I just end up just giving it a double tap, right? Believe me, I wanted to comment like you're a fucking idiot.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm gonna start
like,
making TikToks about
fast.
my Corolla, and everybody's gonna be like, "You're a faggot."
So
Everybody's got their niche.
I like
Niche.
Trevor's car.
What?
Whatever
like
the
niche.
fuck it is.
Yeah,
I like
I
Trevor's
do
car,
too.
but I wouldn't brag about it. I wouldn't brag about my Impala.
Right. That's why we don't,
Like,
because we got
Do you
regular
know what
cars.
Car enthusiast, non-car enthusiast. When there's something that someone's passionate about,
Right.
okay,
I don't
But
care
no,
what
no.
fucking car you drive.
because
At all.
I love my car. I just wouldn't post about it because I know the comments I would get. Grandma car, because it's a fucking Impala. Back in the '60s, oh yeah, the Impala was a fucking
Well,
muscle car. Now
Yeah.
it's a grandma
Now
car.
it's a regular car. I'm a motorcycle enthusiast, though. Right.
Right.
I don't make TikToks about mopeds.
Yeah, but you could make TikToks about your bike and get a lot of likes.
yeah, you
sure,
could.
but my
I-
bike's cool.
Trevor, we're not picking on. Well, we are picking on you, but I like
I'm
your
still
car.
gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it because I
Yeah.
enjoy.
And I'm- and
It's just like
I
we're,
enjoy making
we're saying we
content.
only have so much capacity for not shitting on your TikToks.
and
it's
believe me,
running
and I'm
thin.
gonna keep commenting on it. You've seen my comments on
Yeah.
it.
I
The
have.
expiration date on that patience is like butter on the countertop, dude.
Mine was done the
running
first.
out.
Mine was done this time he posted his second TikTok about it. I was like, okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Don't
Well, there was
don't-
that one that I
appreciate
even
the
said.
artistic stuff. You need to get a little bit more creative with them.
Well, even the one that I said, like, it was, how fast would you go if she was in trouble?
All right.
And then the second says, as fast as my shit box would let me go.
Yeah. Right.
So I watched that one, and I was like, okay.
It said-
Yeah, Blake
it
even
was-
commented on
Yeah,
it. He's
it
like, you
says,
can't even go that
how fast
fast.
would you go? And it shows a car going by like, vroom, and I'm like, yeah, you couldn't do that.
If someone's going 30 miles an hour and you passed them at 100, it would be the exact same thing.
Oh,
Well,
God.
no,
that's not
exactly.
what it was implying, though.
I know.
It was implying
No.
a fast car.
Was that the video?
Bring up
from when you were
Trevor's
doing your
TikTok.
full poll.
Yeah, that one.
Because that
that
made me
wasn't.
laugh.
It wasn't.
That made me
that.
laugh so
So-
hard. It's time for a full poll.
So, and we got on there. We're like, "Fuck you and fuck your car." Bring up
So-
Trevor's TikTok.
so when
We're
I
gonna
did that
dissect
one-
this.
I was trying to get it to go down to first. It didn't go down to first.
Yeah, I know what you were
It
doing. I
was
think I was in your. I was in your passenger seat.
No, I was on my way to the podcast.
And if you were in his passenger seat, I can only imagine how slow it'd be.
What are you saying?
With both of you combined.
What are you saying?
He's saying Zach's fat.
I'm saying that's a lot of weight. Look at Trevor.
Yes.
I'm trying to do what I can. You got to do what you can to get
I know,
fucking people to follow you.
I mean, you got 1333 followers, so that's a cute video of your girl, though.
It was so.
All right,
Don't
let's see here.
compliment him. She says not to rev it as you pull up. But you do anyways. So he's impressing
'Kay.
children.
I'm doing these because they're trends.
I know.
Okay, let's just
Trevor,
click
we
on
know.
any of them with a car. Oh, it flashed. Wow.
Oh, is that iPhone thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Copy and share.
that's because what.
Do you know what this looks like? This looks like an ad at one of those buy here, buy here,
now.
pay here. Fucking and the dealership.
Like, literally, I'm making fun of myself.
Well, no, I get that. But on the last one, it looks like it would be called Fresh Start Auto Sales, and it would say "Si habla español" underneath it. How fast would you drive if she's in trouble? Yeah.
Yeah, but look how fast they're actually driving. They're not going very fast.
Trevor, we're picking on you. Let us pick
we're
on
gonna
you.
let us
We
pick
love
on
you.
And this is
I like cinematic things. Okay.
no, it's not that. It's the words at the beginning.
What do you love? I love my vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
No, you had another one that was all bitchy. I don't remember what it was.
This one.
So this one actually fucked up. It was supposed to have Need for Speed at the beginning of it.
See, there's my comment.
Speed. Dude. But now you're reusing the same pictures.
It's been cold. I haven't been able to go get new pictures.
You could get new pictures.
I'm gonna go get rollers of my car done.
Rollers?
What
do
are
you mean?
rollers?
Where you're driving and someone records it from another vehicle.
Just Google it. Pontiac Grand Am driving.
No, I want my car.
He wants rollers.
Hey, let the dude express himself. Trevor, you matter. You know that, right?
Huh?
You matter.
Uh-huh.
You know who doesn't matter?
Hey,
Gavin.
when you're at work, don't throw yourself into one of the holes. Okay?
I'm gonna do it now. I'm like, people hate my Grand Prix.
Yeah, we did not talk about Gavin
You know, but
nearly
yeah.
enough.
So Trevor, you matter. But Gavin,
you don't.
you don't. Fuck you.
Yeah, he's like, I went on a trip, guys, to South Dakota.
I hope when you go to what is it? What is that fucking place? Bleeding Cowboy. Or no, what is it?
Crazy
Horse.
Crazy Horse. I hope when you go to Crazy Horse. What is Crazy Horse?
It's
Crazy Horse is a monument that
Indian.
is for an Indian. Yeah.
Okay, I want.
Well, I hope you show your true colors there, and they just fucking scalp you.
Dude. Oh my god. He already went to Mount Rushmore, but my hope was that he would go to Mount Rushmore, climb to the top, and throw himself off the top of it.
Dude, swan dive.
Swan dive, yep.
Do a flip.
Do a flip. Do you guys ever see the movie Midsummer?
Midsummer.
There's so it's about
that-
a cult in
Is that
Sweden.
that really, really long movie that Amanda watched? It's a horror movie, right? Or a
Kinda.
thriller.
It's pretty fucked up. I don't know
Is
what
it where
you
they
call it.
like throw themselves off the cliff? And
Yeah,
everything?
so like once they expire, once they're old, they throw themselves off this cliff onto this rock.
Amanda
Yeah.
made me watch it while I was drunk.
and the old
Yeah,
man
she-
doesn't die. His legs just snap, and he's like,
So I know
Yeah.
one.
"That's what I want
It
Gavin
was
to do."
it was a while ago. My wife and I went over to your house,
yeah,
and we were having a guys' night.
yeah.
We were playing video games, playing Madden, and me, you, and Derek were playing Madden, and holy crap, what the fuck is it called? ATV versus
Oh, MX versus ATV.
MX versus, yeah. We were playing that, and the girls were watching Midsummer.
Yeah, yeah. And that movie is fucked up, but the
It
way
is.
he throws himself off and then like doesn't die immediately, but it's clear that he's gonna die. And then a guy walks up and smashes his head in with a rock. Gavin.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm having a great time in South Dakota, guys.
So yeah, and he was like,
South
who,
Dakota.
who said that we need to take a trip to South Dakota together? Was that Gavin?
That was
Gavin.
Gavin.
Yeah, because I immediately responded as soon as I heard that. I was like, "You will have to pay me a lot of money to get me to go anywhere near
The Dakotas.
North or South Dakota again in my life."
Well, and then I was just like, I've never heard somebody suggest a group vacation and go, guys, we should go to South Dakota. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Like
That's where I had a buffalo burger for the first time.
that sounds about right.
That sounds about right. Yep.
It's about all that's.
I've
worth it
never
there.
been east of Wyoming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. North Dakota was pretty when I was there, but it was just the weather. The weather. That's my main gripe. The weather. I've been there in the winter, and I've
sounds
been there in the
shitty.
summer.
Yeah, it sounds
Winter,
shitty.
fucking negative 8 million degrees. Fucking cold as shit, winds blowing. Summer, 120 degrees or 110 degrees with 100% humidity.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
What
like
the
any fun. So probably around this time of year, it wouldn't be too bad.
No, it's bad.
So
because it's probably tornado season right now.
right.
There's tornadoes everywhere.
So we're a little bit all over the place. I imagine that we kind of would be because like we kind of get a little weird when it's not all of us, and we kind of get. Amanda texted me and she has a suggestion
Okay.
for a future show. Not right now, like we're already too far into this. But so she says this. You know what would be funny? You set a rule at the top of the show that you can only compliment the other hosts and you can't be mean at all. Because okay, this is why. She says it would be funny. It'd be so funny to hear you struggle. I'd listen to that one.
That would be
Imagine.
so. That is an
Actually,
exact
so
contradiction.
We
to
can
what
make that
were
a
just
drinking
doing.
game, though.
Oh, dude, yeah,
We
and then
could.
every
if
time,
you do accidentally slip up, you have to take a shot.
God, I'd be fucking wasted by the end of it. Like we're sitting here, and I'm like, "Oh, Trevor, I really like your hat today." And then he says something about
He
said
chimes
some-
up like,
he-
"Yeah, Madonna."
he goes,
Who was the lead
Madonna,
singer
or
of
he
No
says
Doubt?
right. Or Trevor says like, "Hey, do you guys know what I was thinking about doing to my car this week?" I'm like, "You're a fag," and I'm like, "Damn it, damn it!"
I don't inundate you guys with my car.
No,
mods.
you don't. But I'm just saying, like something
No.
that would come up organically from you.
Yeah,
Gavin is the Madonna thing. We can
or
all
just opening his mouth.
yeah, just opening his mouth pisses me off. Like you say something that I've made a habit about giving you hard time with, even if I don't actually believe it.
I know.
Yeah.
And then he just talks about his fucking kitchen habits, and then
Or the Broncos.
There is nothing wrong with putting your butter in the fridge and putting your bread in the fridge.
there's a lot wrong with
No.
it.
No.
You're slowing down your life.
Why? Because you're going to kill me?
No, because you're
Yeah,
wasting
no, that-
time.
That's exactly what it's
Because you're
going to be.
wasting time.
I'm not wasting time.
You are wasting time.
I'm saving my life.
You're saving your life.
Definitely.
By doing what? What else do you do to
Eating
sa-
rancid
save your-
butter and
If
moldy
you
bread.
had rancid butter, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to have fucking shits.
I already
he's-
got the shits.
As
don't worry.
he's eating his second sleeve of Oreos, he's like, "That was for my health."
Hey, I don't like Oreos.
Dude,
It's chips
I
and white
bet
cookies.
butter on an Oreo would be fucking gas.
Butter on a
dude.
Pop Tart is really fucking
Well,
Butter-
Family Guy
so,
taught us that. I still
yeah.
haven't done it, but butter on an
Oh,
Oreo.
so
Picture.
good. You put it on the bottom of the Pop-Tart.
Here's where your fucking microwave comes in. Put like a half a stick of butter in a bowl in the microwave. Melt
Yeah.
it up real good. And then you open the whole thing of Oreos and you drizzle it.
That is
That sounds pretty good, right?
No. No, it really doesn't.
You don't think so?
Not at all.
Butter? Just melted butter and Oreos.
Then why'd you
I-
just eat a stick of butter?
Why? Because that's not melted. You need melted butter.
So just drink melted butter.
Why would I drink melted butter? I talked about putting it on a fucking Oreo.
You know, people, since we're talking about melted butter, shrimp or lobster, people are like, oh yeah, I love shrimp and lobster. Let me just
It's like, no.
dip it in butter.
It's like, no, I love butter.
I love butter.
Nobody really. I tried lobster finally for the first time, like, I want to say a year or two ago. Whatever.
It's actually crab. Crab is really good with butter.
No crap. Any crustacean, good with butter.
It's just plain white fucking
Doesn't
love
taste like
crab.
anything
sea
really.
creature.
I mean,
Yeah,
granted, I can eat
actually-
shrimp.
I
just
dislike the taste
really.
of lobster. I didn't
Oh,
care
dude,
for it.
I love lobster, but then again, I probably just love butter.
Give me,
See,
yeah, right?
I'd prefer to have crab over lobster.
You really
Really?
don't
I'm the
think
opposite way.
butter on an Oreo sounds good?
No,
Butter on a Pop-Tart sounds good, but not an Oreo. What the fuck
No.
is wrong with
I
you?
think it's primarily because of the cream filling would make it a little bit.
It wouldn't
weird
make
for
it
me.
weird. I guarantee you it would work.
I'm
I
pretty
just
sure
don't
it
want my
would.
cream dripping.
I'm pretty sure it would work.
Yeah, you do.
I just don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I just don't know if it'd do it for me.
It would work.
'Cause, like-
believe me, it would work.
Putting butter on a Pop-Tart, so what you do is you toast the Pop-Tart, flip it upside down, put the butter on the bottom of the Pop-Tart so that the butter seeps into the crust.
Do I look retarded to you?
Yeah.
People might not know. I'm explaining it for everybody, not
Who would
just
put
you
it on,
two.
who would put it on the fucking frosting?
You never
That's
know.
some psychopathic shit.
They
That's
didn't
almost
explain
as
that
bad
in
as
Family
not
Guy.
using your bread ties.
Oh my god.
I think this is a good stopping point, guys.
It's fucking
Blake's
right
about to
when
kill
I'm like
Zach.
about to blow my top, dude. I wouldn't even know what you would name this episode. Like we talked about something like way serious up top, and then it goes right into fucking bread ties.
I would do funerals and
bread ties.
pet peeves.
Bread ties.
I forgot to mention at the top of the episode, intro. A new intro we got made.
right?
You
yep,
heard it.
Yep.
Made by Casey.
Sounds
Thank
awesome.
you so
man.
much, Casey.
Thank you.
He tried to
it.
do the vocals for it, and he wasn't confident in his own vocals, so we did an AI an AI for those vocals.
Oh, yeah. I liked it. It was a woman's voice, yeah.
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 So what we were going for there is like a flight attendant.
Oh, okay. Let's play it
Yeah,
again.
I was like, you can play
but we
it.
didn't address
I
it.
can play
so-
the full. So that I edited it a little bit for the intro, but this is
Zach is a ginger with no soul. Gavin's as tall as a 7
Welcome
year-old.
to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time to leave.
it's pretty basic, but it slaps. And
Yeah,
that's it.
man.
Thank you, Casey. I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah, we
have,
appreciate you
I think
coming through for this all the
I've
time.
really been thinking about like how I wonder how hard it is to do like a Spotify like artist section.
I don't know.
Because I want to make an album with all the intros he made for us. Because he's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 intros for us now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.
But I mean, we could just make them available on our social media platforms too, like whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like just like we could just put it in, you know, like
Picture.
put up the logo and then just have it play
Yeah.
underneath that. There was a thing Jeff and Greg were doing for a while where they play clips, just audio clips, and it was just over their logo. And they just pick a minute and a half here or there, like just things that they liked in the podcast in particular. And he posts those on TikTok, and I thought that was actually really cool. Have you
So
seen that?
That's what we.
Is that what? That's what we were doing.
Yeah, but you could totally do that. And
We weren't getting a lot of traction on them. Because if you
well,
go
I
back,
mean, we haven't done anything for that long though. Like,
there's been a couple of TikToks that I've posted that are like 2 or 3 minutes long.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but try
need to
a
work on
bunch of.
getting some more of the
You never know what's gonna hit because
podcast
like
content.
mine
Yeah, I know.
doesn't. My TikTok gets whatever views, but then I post one fucking video of Zach's head and I get almost 1,000. It was my most popular video.
But see, the funny thing is like the whole algorithm is fucking weird.
It really is. But that's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep, because we are coming up on about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, 750 views.
Fuck off.
That's a lot of people.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Easily Offensive podcast. Don't forget to peek the socials.
Peek the
it should be,
socials.
No, it's easily
At
offensive everywhere.
Easily Offensive Pod. Everywhere except for Twitter right now. Twitter still has our old handle, Pirates Den Podcast. Because I cannot find a handle that we like for that one. Because Easily Offensive is taken. I can't do Easily Offensive Pod.
Because it's too long.
Because it's too long.
This is for which one?
Twitter.
Twitter.
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
it can only be 15 characters. Easily Offensive is 15 characters.
Fuck.
So
What
I
if
have
you
the-
just did it like license plate style?
That's what I was thinking about doing is minus the A.
Easy off pod.
that'd be like the oven cleaner.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But okay, guys, pick us on our socials. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers on Tiki Talkie so we can go live on there.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Blake likes to post pictures of my bald head on there.
It was a video.
Videos.
With a video.
It was quite popular.
We're gonna start
Yeah.
making an OnlyFans of just your bald head,
Dude,
and
Good
then
cut.
$50
the comments were
They get
funny
a-
too.
they get the bald head of me.
They're like, his head
Why are
looks
you
like
going
a
to be the
nutsack.
fucking
Because
$50?
I always got I've always got a cap on.
Okay. $50, they can lick my head. We're meant to be together.
What the fuck?
Fire.
They think your head is fire.
It is.
We're meant
To be together. Dude, we were just talking about that earlier today. TikTok makes these songs just blow up.
Blow
Well,
up.
that would have blown up anyways because
Yeah.
it's fucking Shakira.
Well, you gotta go.
Yeah, but that came out forever ago.
People are still doing it though.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But all right, guys,
All right.
pick our socials. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
See you next week.
Fuck you, Gavin.
Yeah.
Trump 2024.
Yeah.
Welcome to the